Yo, stand up, we gon' make some moves tonight. Yeah, stand up, got something to prove tonight. So stand up, we ain't gonna plan tonight. We gonna take action on our dreams and fight, alright. We ain't gonna stall, never stop. We gon' make it all to the top. We ain't gonna plan tonight. We gonna take action on our dreams and fight, alright. Yeah, time to stand up, take control tonight. Spent too much time on the plan, it's right. It's time to execute now on your dream in life. Gotta fail fast, learn, try again and fight, alright. Pull the trigger, 6-7 figures. Making that money from the drive that's in ya. Gold digger, making money quicker. Pain is good, make your skin a little thicker. It ain't luck, anyone that's at the top, no it ain't luck. It's a grind, it's a time since the day one. It's your mind deep inside, how you stay tough, how you get back up. You put the work in and it comes back. Multiply, stack, execute and you can take that. What you want bad, it's the truth, I'm the change that you can make fact. Yeah, I've done it, it ain't luck, I can teach you. Stand up, we gon' make some moves tonight. Yeah, stand up, got something to prove tonight. So stand up, we ain't gonna plan tonight. We gonna take action on our dreams and fight, alright. We ain't gonna stall, never stop. We gon' make it all to the top. We ain't gonna plan tonight. We gonna take action on our dreams and fight, alright.
I used to feel like a rock, invincible. Everything's impossible. Give me hope, give me strength, give me something. Anything that I could believe in. I recall the day I woke up. Early morning, the doctor on the phone. One more pill, one more night, hardly breathing. There's a stranger in my sky. Look at me now, running in the dark. I'm just looking for a sign. Running in the dark. Why is this happening to me? Those words still ringing in my head. They shut me down. I spent weeks laying in my bed. Give me hope, give me strength, give me something. Anything that I could believe in. With this pain, so young and it feels empty. Look at me now. Running in the dark. I'm just
What is up? And we are live.
Here we
What's
are.
cracking?
Not too much. How are you, Derek?
It was a weird day today.
Is that right? What happened?
So I'm working. I worked about 2 hours, and then all of a sudden, Microsoft Office just be like, "I'm going to log you out, and then I'm not going to let you back in for 3 hours."
Well, you've been getting yanked around all day between me and Microsoft because I
No,
texted you this morning.
I
like-
saw the text, but I was just like, "Okay, he'll figure it out." I'm not going to respond until can you do it or can he not do it? Then I'll say,
Yeah.
"Okay, I'll respond."
I just didn't want to wait until the last minute because I wasn't sure. But
That's fair.
so like we're talking about, I texted Derek earlier this morning saying I can't do today because I have this giant meeting tomorrow I have to get ready for. And then halfway through the day, the meeting got moved and I didn't need to get ready for it anymore.
Oh.
Although I'd already gotten ready for it. So I'm actually ahead of the game.
You're over ready for this
I am-
thing that you're
yeah.
supposed to not be ready for, but you are ready for.
I am
Oh.
100% ready for something that's 100% not happening anymore tomorrow.
Usually that's my life.
Yeah.
I'll prepare the shit out of something. I'll do my research. I'm ready to go. It doesn't happen. And then I get thrown shit like last minute, like, how am I supposed to fucking respond to that?
Outside of work, I am the opposite. I don't plan for anything. I procrastinate nonstop because I've learned in my long time on this earth that you never know what tomorrow will bring. So what's the point of planning for it?
All right.
Shoot from the hip, man. That's how I do it.
When I was younger, I was shoot from the hip, and then I kind of got trained at playing.
Plus, keep in mind, I was married for a little over 30 years in total. So it was a lot of having my schedule kept for me and being kind of bossed around a little bit. So now I'm like, I'm not doing shit.
I don't have to be nobody's bossing me around.
That's right. Not even me.
So I went to a concert this weekend, which was
No
awesome.
shit. Who'd you see?
I went and saw Kid Rock, and it was amazing.
I'll bet.
And he sounded great. The concert was great. There was one part where he was doing drums for like an old Motown song, and then he had like a black singer come out, which was kind of goofy how they did it. I don't know if they just didn't rehearse it or something, because it was kind of goofy how they did it. But for the most part, I would give out of 10, I would give it a 9.5.
Yeah, I'll bet he's got a lot of
Sounded
banger
great.
songs. I'm sure there was
he
a crowd.
played
I'm sure the
most
crowd
of the
was.
stuff of Devil Without a Cause, and then he played
There you
all
go.
the rest of his hits. So
That's
it's
what
just
people
like,
want to hear.
yeah, people want to
Did he-
hear, and that's what he gave people.
Good. Did he
It was
give?
amazing.
Did he have an opening act, or was it just him?
Yeah, he had the guys that did forgetting it.
Well, that's
Give
all
me a
right. Was it a country-ish band?
Yeah, it
or
was
like,
a country artist. Yeah, it was a duo.
well, I can imagine that.
Oh,
show
Save a
must-
Horse, Ride a Cowboy is
Oh.
the guys that did that song.
Oh, women love that song. When I worked at a dive bar, it was nonstop on the jukebox.
Yeah. So they were kind of all over the place a little bit because both of those guys do solo stuff.
Mm.
So it looks like they weren't necessarily out of practice, but you can tell that like sometimes they do solo stuff, sometimes they do stuff together. So it's sort of like maybe they weren't in the pocket or something. I don't know, but it still sounded great.
Yeah, as long as they play Save a Horse, Ride a Cowboy, who cares, really? As long as they play that one song, they've won.
And we always talk about like the women at these concerts.
I was going to ask.
And there were some dynamite looking women. However, on this particular concert, because it's Kid Rock, everybody was about 20 years over their prime.
No.
A lot
How
of
dare you,
rednecks,
first of all.
You know what I mean? Like,
well, you do live down in redneck Florida or whatever it is. So, I mean, if you pick where you live plus Kid Rock, it's going to be white trash central. You got to go with that expectation. Yeah. I would imagine a country concert like you've been to recently, a lot of younger girls, prettier girls, but Kid Rock probably ages up a little bit. So
the age goes up a little bit, but there was still some dynamite looking girls there.
It was similar. I went and saw Def Leppard. It was many years ago, but it was after Def Leppard. They'd been around for a while. So it was the same thing. It was a lot of girls who back in the 80s would have been dimes. And maybe in the 2000s were nickels, maybe. I don't know. I mean, you can see them. You're like, that girl must have been super hot.
Oh, yeah.
15 years ago.
Oh, yeah. Now she's older. She's got a family. She still looks decent, but it's
It's like me, Derek.
I like it better than age, baby.
Right. That's right. I'm not old. I'm seasoned.
Yeah, exactly. Those girls were seasoned for sure.
Fair. I should have been. See, that's right up my alley, Derek. I wish I was down there. That's my age.
So my Tigers have been in Tampa the last 2 days, and I'm going to go to the game tomorrow.
That's awesome. How are they doing down there? They got a series against the Rays, right?
They played tonight. They almost lost one. They almost lost it yesterday, but they squeaked it out. They're battling, and they're not doing good at all this year. I mean, you can't have like 7 people on your starting lineup go down to injured and expect to fucking win. That's
true. Plus, that's a tough little road trip because the Rays are no joke this year. They're up there with fighting it out with the Yankees.
They got the best. I think they got the best record in Major League Baseball.
Is that right? Okay.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. It's them, the Yankees, the Braves. I think the other team that's doing really well. But yeah, I see the Rays. They're getting in my Orioles way, so I'm rooting for the Tigers tomorrow.
Come on, Tigers!
You gotta help my boys out. Orioles are just kind of hanging 8-9 games back, just sitting.
Okay.
You never know. Never know.
See, they're just kind of looking in the weeds to make
they're
sure,
just waiting.
and then they'll just stomp on that. Right, that's it.
They're just waiting for the All-Star break, and then they'll make their move.
And my Tigers are doing the same thing, even though they're the worst team in baseball. But they're just waiting in the wings.
That's right.
The weeds, just in case.
There's a lot of games in the season, Derek. Never give up hope. Well, until after the All-Star break, then you can give up hope.
I got so triggered watching the highlights last night. The second baseman and the shortstop were trying to do a double play and ran into each other.
Oh no!
When the frick does that ever happen? I think Little League Baseball, I might have run into my second baseman when I was trying to make a play. I mean, what are we doing right now?
I don't know. One of those two.
They're playing with people because of injury. They're playing with people that aren't ready. McGonagall's ready, but the guy that was playing second base is all over the place. It's like, what the fuck are you doing?
Well, you're supposed to not only wave the other guy off, but scream at the other guy. And generally in my baseball playing experience, if it's a contested ball, whoever screams the loudest is the one that has to go get it.
There was no screamings. It was like the fucking Three Stooges just racking into each other.
Oh, man, that sucks.
It's stupid. And I'm sitting there looking at highlights like, mother trucker, god dang it.
Well, they pulled out the win anyway, so that's good. Good for the Tigers. Go Detroit.
Yeah. Sons of bitches.
Well,
All
look at
right.
you living your best life down there, Derek. Baseball, Kid Rock,
I
good
am.
times. Good.
Yeah. And I knew I was going to be doing this because it's like there's a lot of stuff that I enjoy doing down here, going to concerts, sporting events. I mean,
Well, it's good because I know 'cause we've been doing this for a year almost, I think.
Yeah,
And I remember before you moved, you were a little stressed out about it, but you're always saying there's stuff down there, like in baseball concerts, and you actually are doing that, which is
Yeah.
great.
I mean, between St. Petersburg, Clearwater, Tampa, there's 200 concerts, 300 concerts
Jeez.
a year. Like there's an insane amount of just to pick from. I wish I had unlimited money to be able to go anything I want, but I sort of
Yeah.
have to hunt and pick, you know?
I hear you.
So I don't
hear
have a
that.
concert for a little while, but I'm thinking about going and seeing maybe like Marilyn Manson and Rob Zombie.
Mhm.
I think because like I have a rule, and I think I've said about this rule is I got to know 10 songs from an artist
Right.
or a combination of the artists.
Mhm.
I don't know 10 songs from either one, but I know 10 songs between the two.
That's
I mean,
fair.
the White Zombie stuff was great back in the day, like Thunderkiss 65. I mean,
Mhm.
and then Dragula, great song.
Stripper
So,
music. I mean
yeah.
that in a good way.
Yeah.
I hear you. I'm going. My girl's coming down next weekend, spend the day and hopefully night together. And I'm taking her to Fleetwood Mac tribute band
Oh,
show,
nice.
which is funny because we just covered Rumors a couple of weeks ago,
Yeah.
and I was like, "Oh, where can I take
Have you
her?" And I
seen them
looked up.
before?
I'm
I
like,
mean, are they pretty good, or is it
I,
kind of
wa-
like
I saw their YouTube videos. Yeah, they sound amazing.
okay?
I mean, you can't go see Fleetwood Mac anymore, so
I mean, that's true, but it's one
next
of those
best
things
thing.
where like, sometimes it's just like it's not
Nah.
good.
I would rather, honestly, I'm not really into big shows anymore. I would almost rather go see a little tribute band because it's just a more chill atmosphere and it's a lot cheaper also.
Yes and no. I mean, I went and saw Kid Rock for I got a $30 ticket for special, and then $20 for parking, and
I
I
think
had a
that's
banger of a night for 4 hours and spent $50.
there's not a lot of acts that are like that. And I think that goes back
Yeah.
to what we talked about a couple months ago is that Kid Rock, like he makes sure the prices of his tickets are affordable.
Yeah, we
They're
played
all
when he was in Congress, trying to get people to lower the tickets and all the surcharges and all the other bullshit that's along with it. And it's funny is I posted one video of Big and Rich, 2 videos of Kid Rock, and I put them in shorts. Usually, what I'll do is just film like their hit and then play like a minute of it, and then I'll just download to shorts. And of course, you have assholes in there going like, "When was the last time Kid Rock had a hit?" It's like, do you not understand that he puts asses in the seats every single time? He sells out his concerts every single time.
You can
As an
say
artist, that's what you want.
absolutely. You can say that about any artist that's over 40 nowadays. Who's had a hit
it's
lately? Nobody cares about that. The people who go to those shows want to hear, like you said, the songs they know.
They want the hits, baby. Yeah.
And he gives it to them, which is good.
Yeah.
Respect the audience.
So it's like, what did you look up Kid Rock just so that you could dunk on somebody like some asshole? You know what I mean? It's like, get the fuck out of here. It's like, I don't wanna hear that garbage.
I'm not a huge Kid Rock fan, but I would probably go to one of his shows because it seems like it would be a lot of fun.
Oh, it's a blast, dude. And like I said, he played most of Devil Without a Cause. That came out when I was like 19 or 20. So I was just fucking jamming.
Hell yeah, you knew it all.
I knew it all.
That's
Even
cool.
the stuff when he's talking about Michigan, and everybody else is looking around like, what the fuck? And I'm just like rocking my Detroit Tigers hat. The one thing that was surprising to me is I'd seen a half a dozen people wearing Michigan hats or Detroit Tigers hats. I thought it would have been like a Michigan love fest, and it was not. Most of the people were from Florida.
That is amazing. It's shocking to me because everybody who's from anywhere lives in Florida at some point. You'd figure there'd be a bunch of Michiganders down there, but
that there'd be a bunch of Michigan people, and there was a handful of people, unless they weren't wearing Michigan gear. But Michigan people represent their shit, especially when it comes to the Tigers or the Lions. You know,
I was going to say I'll be interested to see what the turnout for your Michiganders tomorrow at the baseball game is down there.
Yeah. I went to the Yankees and Tigers spring training, and there was a pretty decent crowd that came. It's the Yankees stadium for minor league, so of course the Yankees fans are more. But there was a pretty good amount of people that were Detroit Tigers fans.
That's good, especially against the Yankees, because the Yankees, I mean, there's a ton of fans everywhere. A ton of Yankee fans, no matter where you go.
Yeah.
So. Well,
So-
good times, Derek. Next, the last thing you have on your to-do list is bring home one of those over their prime women at the next show you go to.
It would be nice.
Well,
it would be nice, but okay, here's the thing. Okay. I don't know anybody, and I'm so used to just doing stuff.
mhm.
There's so many people out there, including family members, including friends, including whoever,
Mhm.
that do nothing but talk and don't actually fucking do. I am a doer.
Mhm.
I would be like, oh, I want to go see Kid Rock. Boom. And I'll go by myself.
Yeah,
Don't
I hear
care.
you.
But when you're at the concert, it's just like, why is this guy by himself? Is he a fucking weirdo? Like you get that look all the time. And it's just
That-
like, no, because I'm a fucking doer. I don't talk about shit. I actually fucking do it.
Dude, one of my favorite things in the world to do is go eat lunch by myself at a restaurant, or I'll go to movies by myself. I don't give a fuck. There's
Yeah.
nobody bugging me. I can concentrate on the movie.
Yeah.
So
So it's just like you always get those fucking people that are just like that. And it's just like, you're like you were in public because I would knock your fucking head off your shoulders.
yeah, what are you supposed to do? Just sit in your house all day
Yeah, and
until
just be
somebody
like,
like I do? Don't do
I mean,
that.
people are ridiculous, honestly. The comments and the little dumb shit that people do, it's just like,
Mhm.
oh, like I made a movie. Why? Because I wanted to. I'm a fucking
Mhm.
doer, baby.
And you know what's funny about that? Once you get somebody in your life, then I don't want to say you're limited in what you can do, but that freedom at least partially goes away a little bit. So when you're single or by yourself is the best time to do this shit because you can
Yeah.
do whatever the hell you want.
But I think we talked about this before. When you're dating somebody and you're out in public with them, you get all kinds of women looking at you because it's like you're with a girl. When you're by yourself, you get that like, why is he by himself? Look, it's like,
Yeah.
make
They
up
do
a
s-
goddamn mind. You want me with
They-
a girl or you want out? I mean, what the fuck?
They do sense one another in some
Yeah,
ways.
it's
You're
just
right
like
about that.
primal, like
You go up like 2 points if you have a girl on your arm, regardless of what you look
Exactly.
like. Yeah, you're like,
especially if
well,
they look good, then it's like
yep.
the point system just fucking skyrockets.
Yeah. And my
then
thought
y-
is
yeah.
they're like, well, that girl seems to like him. He must have something going for him.
Yeah.
You know, I think it's that deal. But who knows? It's been so long since I've been on a date. I don't even know what I'm like. I'm so nervous about next week and I have no clue what to do. I've been married. There's no dating when you're married. And now I'm like, oh, okay. Do I get a hotel? Is my apartment good enough? Should I rent a car? Do I ask her to
Yeah.
drive? Blah, blah, blah,
Wanna
blah,
get
blah.
flowers? I mean,
It's just my brain's a
is
train
flowers
wreck.
a thing anymore?
Yeah, I thought about
Maybe
that
on
too.
Valentine's Day or something, but
I don't think that's the right move for me. I don't know. We'll see. I'm sure it'll be great.
you've known this girl before, right?
Yeah, but not at the intensity level that it's been the past
Oh,
few
okay.
weeks. It's like nonstop texting, videos,
Yeah.
good morning, good night.
Yeah.
It's like we're speed running through the relationship, except for the part that we actually get to spend time together. It's weird.
Well, and you're speedrunning because you've known the girl.
Yeah.
Regardless if you're dating the girl or not, you knew her. It wasn't
Yeah.
like somebody you just randomly met.
We started off right. We kind of started off on second base, so to speak. We already know we trust one another, and then we like one another, and we have fun together. So it's kind of
Yeah.
like we step a little bit. It's just, but it's
Yeah.
tricky when you've been out of the game for a while to make sure. Okay, am I
Doing it
going
right.
too fast? Is she going too fast? What about? I don't know.
You
A lot
don't
of
need
uncertainty.
the Mr. Mom. You're doing it wrong.
Right.
I don't know
Well,
what
my,
I'm fucking doing. I'm just winging it here.
my buddy Jared, who was in the band with me, the Prominent Citizens, who you can listen to on Spotify, YouTube, etc., gave me the best advice. He said, "Just be you," and it sounds so dumb. I'm like, you know what? He's right.
Yeah.
Just be you.
Yeah. I mean, because if you're fake, girls they're gonna sense that you're being fucking fake.
Hmm. I agree.
So it's like, why even bother to try to put on like a front?
Yeah. The
'Cause
other
it's just
issue,
like-
she's quite a bit younger than me,
Okay.
so I'm kind of in a hurry. You know, my future plans aren't quite as long as her future plans
Your
are.
biological clock is ticking.
Yeah, right. Yeah, kind of. I'm like, I need to get this shit going, bitch. Come on.
It's going, son.
Time is money. No, we'll see. I'm trying to be patient.
That's the hardest part.
Wait,
And
it's my
Sorry.
worst, real quick. My worst decision so far is she thought I was about 10 years younger than I am when we
Oh,
first
really?
when we first saw each other again.
Okay.
She's like, "Oh, you're in your 40s." I'm like, "Did I say
Nice.
something?" And then I said, "Well, how old I was?" And I'm like, "Why did I say that? I should just let her think I was in my 40s."
But you're a nice guy though. It would bug me if I felt like I was manipulating somebody by not being the truth, not being truthful.
You're the angel on this shoulder. The devil on this shoulder was going, "Hey, you don't need to tell her nothing right now. Let her think." Let your, but whatever. It doesn't matter. It's fine. We're just enjoying each other's
You've seen
company
the movie
now. And,
Animal House, right? Where he's got the one.
yeah.
The devil's
Yeah.
like homo.
Right. Yeah. All right. Well, anyways, that's enough about me. But
So all right. So I've got I picked probably about 10 or 12 different things that we can chit chat about. Some of them
Awesome.
are quick, some of them are kind of long, so we'll
Okay.
get into it.
All right. I've told myself today before this show I am not going to get triggered. So
I don't think I have too much that's insanely triggering. Maybe a
Okay.
little bit, but not
All right.
insane.
cool.
So I'd
All right.
seen this one before we started streaming, and we had talked about this before, and we've talked about AI a bunch.
Mm-hmm.
Is Martin Scorsese came out about 4 or 5 years ago saying that he is not a movie maker, he's a filmmaker. So he didn't want to be put in a category of just being just a regular movie guy that just throws some pictures together and calls it a movie. That he
Mhm.
actually wants to be considered a filmmaker, somebody that actually does it old school and enjoys the process of making movies. And then he just goes ahead and invests in an AI company.
Oh, really?
So
Okay.
is he lying to people that he actually wants to be considered a filmmaker, and then he just takes his money and invests in an AI company?
Sounds like he's kind of a hypocrite.
Does sound like that. So that's why it caught my attention.
Okay. Let's see what he had to say.
Martin Scorsese is all in on artificial intelligence, joining forces with an AI company, Black Force Labs, as an advisor. And film fans are not happy. So basically, what they're doing is trying to pick Martin Scorsese's brain so that they can make a Martin Scorsese type movie. You know what I mean?
Oh, I see. So, okay. Maybe he feels it's a way to extend his legacy after he dies. Maybe.
Do you think about that stuff with your music?
No.
I
No.
don't think about my legacy. I want people to enjoy the art that I make, interpret it however that you want to interpret it, maybe even be inspired or have a little bit of like wow. You know what I mean? Like I want the wow factor. I'm not ever saying, well, my movies are going to be the legacy, and 40 years from now, people are going to put my name in highlights and fucking. I don't think about that.
I would have rather
Ever.
I would rather evoke emotions in people while I'm alive. After I'm dead, I don't care. I'll be dead. So who cares?
Yeah.
I don't care what people think of me, what they remember. It doesn't matter. I'll
This
be under
whole
the ground.
legacy thing, even if yes, he's a famous filmmaker and he had tons of success, but do people really think about that stuff?
I don't know.
I don't
Plus,
think
he's got kids. There.
Yeah,
That's
your
your
kids
legacy.
and grandkids.
All right, so just go die. Fine. The world will keep spinning.
Because either the grandkids are gonna continue his legacy. Maybe one of them will be a filmmaker or musician or something, and the other ones won't. They won't give a shit other than fucking collecting checks.
Right.
So it's just like, okay, that you're thinking about your legacy. Meanwhile, your grandkids, the next generation, is not.
It's like I want to tell them, focus on your kids and what you leave them. I'm good, Martin.
Yeah.
If you never make another movie, I'm fine. Don't worry about me. You don't need to
Yeah.
make sure I get to see fake Martin Scorsese movies in the future. I'm fine.
Exactly. I don't want to see that. I want to see
Yeah.
real Martin Scorsese movies,
Mhm.
and that's about it.
Right.
The famed director announced Tuesday he'll be using a company tech to create storyboards, and some folks say that they feel let down, and he embraced AI into the creative process. Now I think we've talked about this before. Storyboards is sort of like they're not comic books, but it's sort of basically just a artist rendering of what you want the scene to look like.
Mhm.
And if you have a scene that's very detailed, then you have to come across to different departments of what you're looking for. Storyboards is where you want to go. If you're an indie guy with 2 characters in a scene and we're going to do it over here, you don't necessarily need
No.
storyboards because it's not complicated. It's 2 characters. It's like the way that I do things is a 2-shot over the shoulder, and then we'll play and see if maybe a different angle or something like that.
Mhm.
But I
Plus-
always get the standard shit. 2-shot over the shoulder.
But I would imagine when you shoot a scene that you already in your head kind of know what you want it to look like to begin with.
Yeah,
So you're
because I'm
trying to get the
inspired by
scene
maybe
out
a
of your
movie
head.
shot that I had seen. Am I
Yeah.
going to do it exactly frame by frame, do everything exactly how? No, but it's
No,
just like
money.
maybe I'll look at like a scene that was like over a bed, and I want to get a certain angle of maybe the person in the bed, or like stuff like that, where I'll look at maybe a different movie, and it's like, oh, that's kind of a cool shot. I want to try something similar to that. You know what I mean?
Where storyboards make sense to me would be in like major sci-fi movies like a Star Wars, where
Yeah.
the writer actually says big space battle and there's no dialogue. So you need
Yeah.
an artist to try to imagine what that would look like so you can film it. But on a movie like yours, which is mostly dialogue, except for the little the reclaimed bike scene, which had some music behind it.
Yeah.
I couldn't imagine a storyboard I think it would be just a waste of time, right? Don't you
Yeah.
think?
Because that came out of nowhere, because I knew kind of what I wanted, and then it's like, oh, I got it,
Mhm.
and then we just rolled with it, and it was fucking great. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So, Black Forest Labs shares a video from the storyboard session that had with Martin, where the filmmaker was describing his vision, and they use AI to create the scene. Martin believes AI makes storyboard easier, makes he can present to the crew with a visual deception of what is imagining instead of just telling them what he wants. I mean, yeah, that's what storyboard is for. And obviously, you don't have to have somebody at a drawing board drawing everything, and it takes
Mhm.
them forever to get through one storyboard. Like, I get it. It would save time. I get it, but it's just like, don't come and tell me that you're a filmmaker and that you're not a movie maker, and then you come in and say, but I'm gonna use the AI.
Well, I'm assuming this is not his company. So my hunch is Black Forest Labs approached him with a big giant check.
Oh, I imagine.
And he
they
looked at the
probably
number
did.
and went, yeah, all right. I'll
And
take it."
money talks and bullshit walks.
That's right. Always follow the money. Always.
Mm-hmm. One user even reposted a past video where Martin seemed scoff the idea that his daughter Francisca would use AI in cinema, even to make a viral video. Martin joins a wave of celebrities who have recently started supporting AI in the arts, including Demi Moore, Darren Aronofsky, and then Ben Affleck.
Well,
Which, like, I'm honestly, I'm more disappointed than anything. Where it's just like, oh, the thing I said 4 years ago, yeah, we're just gonna sweep that under the rug, and I'm just gonna take my $10 million check.
especially Ben Affleck, who you would think would have enough FU money that he could not go
You would
along with
think
this.
so.
But I guess
Yeah.
maybe he doesn't, or maybe he really. I mean, AI is the future. But that doesn't mean you have to like it or be a part of it.
When was it? It was like 6 months ago that Ben Affleck had a movie he was out going on podcasts about, and he seemed like he was pretty not necessarily open to AI, but he liked telling stories, and he
Mhm.
was talking about being uncomfortable in Hollywood, and it's like when they're asking him, like, you seem kind of uncomfortable. He's like, because I am. Like, I don't like being approached by paparazzi and all this other stuff. He's like,
No.
I'm a creator. Like, I create movies, and that's what I enjoy doing. But the whole being up in my face with a camera, he's like, I'm uncomfortable. I don't like it. He's like, I
Well,
have to deal with it because I am a movie star. But he's like, I don't like it. But
I think
yeah, it's
AI
kind of weird him saying that, and then he just goes, "Oh, I'll take the $5 million check for AI." Okay.
Absolutely. My general stance on it all is AI has a place in mathematics and science because it can maybe help humanity in that field, but it doesn't have a place in the creative space as far as I'm concerned.
I agree with you 100%. I'll make a little AI goofy little videos for or images for YouTube because
Yeah,
the
but you
YouTube algorithm actually doesn't mind the fucking AI images. It actually
well, but
pushes it. It'd rather
you
have
would
it.
but you wouldn't put that song out on Spotify under your name, would you?
No, no,
Okay, I
no,
mean
we're
that's
not.
one thing if you're doing little teasers and trailers and stuff,
And you're never
whatever.
gonna say. I'm never gonna say I've got a new movie coming out, Julio. It's an
Right.
AI movie.
Mhm.
I'm never going to do that ever.
Yep. That's why we're poor, Derek.
Yeah, because I don't. I'm not a I don't cater to trends. A trend happens, I'm usually walking the other way because it's just like I have no interest because I know that it's fast money. It's people getting a paycheck and then 6 months later being like, "Oh, I didn't say that." It's like, no, you took the
It's true.
fucking paycheck. That's why you went with the trend because you're a fucking selfish dickhead. You know what I mean? Like,
Yep. Yep.
I like telling stories because I feel like that speaks to my soul. You know what I mean?
hmm
Making an AI movie and saying, I got a new movie out next tomorrow. It's AI. That does not speak to my soul if
Yep.
somebody else or a computer created it.
Yeah. Same with music with me. The songs
Yeah.
I write start here or given to me into my brain and they go straight through my instrument. I don't need a computer to help me with that other than, the what I use to record stuff, the program.
Yeah. I agree. Okay, so the last 2 weeks, people just won't shut up about this Kill Tony thing. The Views talked about it and gave their retarded 2 cents. Other comedians have talked about it. Marlon Wayans is weighing in on it, and we'll see what he has to say about it. Who's a comedian, and he's been in successful movies, and he's
Lots of them.
lots of them. So we'll see.
Every time we bring a Wayans project, we're always going to have that flavor. That's just who we are. We're equal opportunity offenders, no holds barred, and we have fun and we go dark, but with kids' gloves. You have to pull from woke because that means you're aware, right? And you have to be an equal opportunity offender, and you got to be, you got to explore both sides.
How many white people went crazy when they had white chicks?
I don't recall.
I
that
don't
many.
remember anybody complaining and crying about white chicks. People
No,
were
it's-
like, "This was actually
yeah.
pretty funny."
I
You know?
agree. Yeah, nobody was offended. White people didn't
Nobody
care.
didn't
They're
care.
like,
But
oh,
if
all
that
right.
was the opposite and it was white people dressed up like black people, oh, the woke mob would be going fucking crazy. That's
Yeah.
what the problem is.
There's a
The double standard is sickening.
there is a history behind things like that in minstrel shows. So I get the difference between a black person dressing up in whiteface and the opposite. But for the most part, I agree with you. Nobody like white chicks. Nobody cared. It was fine.
Yeah.
Whatever. Make fun
When
of us.
Drewski does his
Funny.
thing, and we've talked about his skits.
Yeah, it's fucking
I've never
hilarious.
had a problem. They're fucking
Yeah.
hilarious.
Is you know what I expect out of a comedian? Be funny. That's all.
Exactly.
If I laugh, it's good.
Yeah. If I snicker, if I laugh my ass off, I'm good.
Mm-hmm.
So for us, I'm not taking a side. I'm taking a side of comedy. So I don't even know what woke means. If you call In Living Color was a woke show, but it was absolutely hilarious. White Chicks was kind of a woke movie, but it was absolutely hilarious. We take these things and we go, Don't Be a Menace was a
No, see, he's not defining woke the way that it should be. Woke is the double standard, and then they will call your job and get you fired because you didn't look at the world the way they look at the world.
Yes,
That
and
is
it's
the
all.
woke.
It's also victim culture, as in saying I'm suffering because of you.
Yes.
Not because of
He's
anything
not
I've
really
done.
defining it. I understand he's talking
No.
about on comedy sense of things, but he's not really defining it. White Chicks was not a woke thing.
Yeah, but you know what?
Somebody pushed back about them dressing up like white people. It didn't happen. Nobody
No.
lost their jobs because the fucking White Chicks came out.
No, although I will say it's nice to see somebody that I agree with 100% changing the definition of words because we've seen it the other way for so long where these
yeah,
words start to mean. So I'll give him a pass on that, but I hear what you're saying.
Yeah.
very woke movie. You explore the woke to find the humor, just as way you explore the blind to find the humor. There's humor everywhere, and I think they're saying don't be PG or PC. It's no holds bar. Take your gloves off and F us up. And that's what we're gonna do. Everybody gets it. The whole
Amen,
purpose
brother.
is not to hurt feelings. It's to
Exactly. If you're, I agree 100% with what he just said.
Yep.
Everybody gets it. As far as comedy shows, there's nothing better to me than the Chappelle Show. That shit was funny as fuck.
I
And
agree.
He made fun of everybody.
I think
Everybody got it.
There's not a month that goes by that I don't revisit. Like I was watching Player Haters Ball the other night, just laughing my fucking ass off. And that's like the 20th time I've watched it.
Yeah.
It's the best comedy show of all time, in my opinion. It's amazing.
Oh, the Charlie Murphy stuff. Just I watched that shit. I in Prince where he's playing basketball. I mean,
shirts versus, or was it blouses
like
versus
shirts
shirt,
versus
whatever else.
or pinks versus purple or something. Yeah, that
Yeah.
shit is hilarious.
actually
It's great.
make people laugh, and even the people that. And our thing is, we try to make.
One of my favorite lines when Charlie Murphy's like, he's a habitual line stepper.
I still use that phrase all the time. When my band, when I had the studio and we would rehearse at my studio, that was after rehearsal entertainment. We put in the DVD Chappelle shows and just like during the rehearsals, it was nonstop Chappelle lines to each other.
That's great.
Yeah.
Habitual line stepper.
People that we make fun of laugh the loudest, because flattery is the greatest form
Fuck
of
your
mockery.
couch.
Right, mockery is the greatest form of flattery. And so, they've been trying the internet or whatever, and been trying to cancel us for white chicks forever, but you can't. You know why? You know who loves white chicks the most?
White people.
White chicks. So we told the joke the right way. And that's just how we do our family humor. We got to push the envelope. We got to push buttons. We have to be able to make people feel uncomfortable. We're trying to make people.
He's coming out to Tampa like 4 or 5 times this year.
You should go check him out. I bet you he's
Go check
funny as
him out.
hell.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
People laugh at themselves.
I know Fluffy's coming out here. I want to go see Fluffy, but his tickets are like $150.
Who?
Fluffy, Gabriel Iglesias. They call him Fluffy. He's a big Hispanic guy.
Okay, I'll have to look it up.
We're not trying
Fluffy.
we're not trying to hurt your feelings, but sometimes it's casualties in war. Finding jokes is war, and
All
sometimes
right.
you step on landmines. And
I mean, do people expect you to be like, I'm going to pass you the Grey Poupon. We don't have humor here. Everything is completely serious.
Dude,
You know what kind of world it would be if you can't fucking laugh?
Dude, I grew up, I came up a huge Howard Stern guy and Opie and Anthony. I don't know if you ever heard of them, but they're another shock jock. I've been listening to a lot of their old radio shows lately while I'm working. It's those there's like 4 or 5 comedians in the studio just roasting each other. No holds barred. White comics in there dropping N-bombs, black comics in there calling people honkies and white devils. It's hilarious.
You know how many times that like growing up, like we had kids that we hung out with that went to our school, but then I had kids that didn't go to my school.
Mhm.
And then as we were growing up and actually could drive to places and everything, we would attract people because we would be like having fun and roasting each other, and people would be like interacting with us because we were the fun people.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
It's
it's
the
like
same with- yeah.
we weren't doing it like to try to hurt feelings. It's just that's the way it was.
Yeah.
We like you, we roast you. That's what it was, and it attracted other people that were like that. Where it was like we got your back no matter what. Just because we're giving you a hard time or roasting you, that's just the way it is.
I was in a woodwind quartet in 9th grade, I guess, and the other 3 guys were black, and one of the other guys said we're going to call us 3 do's and a don't because I guess I was the don't. I thought it was funny. I didn't.
Great using it, don't. That shit is funny as shit. Damn.
it's okay. The next joke, and every joke you tell is gonna be like that. But you can't be. You gotta be fearless. You gotta just walk through that landmine. Something's gonna blow up in your face.
I mean, I agree with him 100%.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a shame you even have to say that. What he said.
It is.
You know
It
what
is
I'm
a
saying?
shame that you have to define that. It's like,
Mhm.
huh? I don't have to define anything. You're coming to see me. I have to entertain you. So
And
it's
look
like
who-
sometimes it's like throwing those little things out there to see what's gonna like how you're gonna react. And then if you react to what I want you to react to, I'm going to double, triple, quadruple
Mhm.
down because I know you're reacting to that.
And this is why I'm happy that Tony Hinchcliffe is a thing, because I can tell you from firsthand knowledge, my son who's in his 20s, kids in that era, the boys, guys especially, they love that kind of shit. And Kill Tony gives them something, because I listen to my son talk to his friends. They say some shit I wouldn't even say to each other. I'm like, God damn, dude.
Oh, really?
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
it's always been like that too, where in public we'll act a certain way, but behind the scenes we're roasting the fuck out of each other.
Yeah.
But here's the thing: you're roasting the shit out of each other. But if shit goes down, or somebody's struggling, or somebody's doing this, those are the same people that got your back.
Agreed.
And
well, hopefully
the
this
people
type
that are crying and whining about jokes don't have that mentality. They're selfish. They don't have anybody's back. They're too busy fucking crying and whining about stuff.
Telling a comedian that they can't tell a certain kind of joke would be like telling me when I'm writing a song that I can't use the C chord. Like, well, why? I need that chord. The song doesn't work without that chord. You know?
And that same person is not a musician and couldn't fucking do anything.
Yeah.
Why would you listen to him? You know what I mean? It's ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
It really is. It's just like, what world we live in where you got people that don't know what the fuck they're talking about, don't do anything, and you're supposed to listen to them, Julio.
Yeah.
They've got all the answers, man.
Yeah, I'm too old to listen to them. Fuck them.
So we know who this guy right here is. He's on my top 5 directors of all time.
Can't argue that.
And we're going to listen to what he has to say.
The seats that I was interested in watching movies at were seats in the mezzanine or the orchestra or even the balcony. That's where I wanted to watch my movies, not sitting on the divan or in the beanbag or in bed.
Right.
But I wanted to go out. The adventures in movie going. And that was something that was very important. And my generation grew up that way, and my generation loves it. But my kids have it the opposite view. My kids want the convenience of being able to see a story being told in on any platform that's available, including an iPhone. They don't care. But when a certain movie does come out where the iPhone experience or the streaming experience is denied to them because the studios believe this film should be seen in movie theaters. And when the studios are brave enough to say, we're not going to go back to the 3-week or 17-day window like Donald Langley at Universal just did, all Universal films now have a 45-day window before they go on, the pay channels.
Which I think should be that way. There should be some sort of balance for the people that like going to the theater and the people that like going to seeing streaming. This shit where it's like the movie comes out and the week later it's in the fucking streaming thing.
I know I remember is the worst beginning to a sentence, but I remember back in my day, you'd have to wait years.
Jaws was in the fucking theater for like a year or some shit.
Yeah, Superman 2 was at my local theater. It had to be a year and a half. And if you couldn't afford the VHS copy, the next opportunity you would have to see it is maybe 7 years later on TV in a heavily edited version.
Was too long, but 6 months, 4 to 6 months, and then it's on streaming. I don't have a problem with that.
Yeah, no. Now they pull the plug on shit if it doesn't make money in 2 weeks. It's
because we'll recoup costs for Netflix or whatever.
Eventually to their streaming platform. And this is very, very important that studios give an audience.
Yes, that's Michelle Obama, and Steven Spielberg would not go on a fucking podcast if it wasn't somebody from the left. Because if you notice, he never goes on anybody else, anybody from the right. He doesn't go on their shit.
Yeah, well, he's a great director. He's
a great director, and I agree with what he's saying right now. So
it's an opportunity to find these films, not by saying it's only going to be in a theater for 2 weeks, because then we get to qualify for awards later in the year. But it's going to be in a theater as long as people attend that movie. And that's the battle we're fighting. And COVID really hurt us. Really hurt movie going because people who couldn't go out to the movies got very accustomed to watching movies at home.
Pause?
And the studios started taking movies.
I have a quick correction to his statement. The government killed movies, not COVID.
Yeah.
COVID didn't make me put a mask on and have to stay in my house. The government did.
Yes, they did.
He's on
The
Michelle Obama's
overreaction
podcast.
of everybody did.
Correct.
Yeah. Overreaction, overcorrection, both of them.
I agree.
away from their release dates and putting them directly on HBO or directly on.
And how do you get accustomed to something after a year? It's not like people. I'm a movie nerd, so I enjoy watching movies all the time. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
A regular person doesn't watch movies the way that I do. How do you become accustomed to something if you watch 2 or 3 movies a year? You see what I'm saying? I think that's an excuse, in my opinion.
See, you're speaking to me. I am not a movie watcher. I'm a music listener, which I can do in my house. No big deal. I think the secret here, unfortunately, the movie industry now, they have to put out movies that you have to see in the theater. I could not imagine seeing Project Hail Mary in anything other than an IMAX theater. I know Dune Part 3 is coming out. That's a movie I feel to get the full effect of it, you need to be in a theater with a big screen and IMAX. But some of the other trash they're putting out, like the new Backrooms movie and stuff, what's the difference? You watch it at home on your nice TV. Who cares?
I think I might have a video about that. Backrooms is made by a YouTuber.
Yeah. All right.
So
basically what I'm saying is
a news thing about that.
Hollywood needs to step it up. That's what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
well, and they're stepping it up as the newest generation is going to lean on AI because they can't match what this guy right here does.
No, he's a
Not
genius.
even close.
He's one of the goats for sure.
They're not even a quarter of what he is. So they're going to lean on AI because they don't have the skills. You know what I mean? That's the stuff about AI that I don't like is people are going to abuse it. People are going to lean on it and call themselves a filmmaker because they can't do a quarter of what this gentleman right here has done.
Yep. And like we always say, this is what technology has done is it made it so anybody can do anything. And that's sweet
Which
in
is
theory,
not a bad
but not
thing, but it's also a bad and a good thing because it gives somebody the ability to be creative, but then also has people the ability to cheat, lie, and steal from whatever the fuck they want.
Yeah, I want to hear Eddie Van Halen, not Steve Van Halen, like some, you know what I'm saying? I want
some
the real
AI
McCoy.
version of Eddie Van Halen.
Right.
Review.
How does that affect the viewers, do you think? Do you think we're missing out on something?
That dude's got long ass hair.
The experience of watching something as a community?
When you watch a movie at home, there's nothing wrong with I watch a lot of movies at home, but it's not an event.
Yeah.
To stay home and watch a movie in your living room.
And we've talked about this. We had a deep dive on people video stores, and then we also had a deep dive on people not attending movie theaters anymore.
I will tell you something. A real life thing that ties into this discussion is, again, planning a date. Right, somebody's coming over. This thing, the other thing. Do I want to go in a movie theater where I can't talk to the person I'm on the date with, or would I rather sit on my couch with the nice TV and be able to chat during I don't know. So I don't kind of agree with what he's saying there.
I don't know. It depends on what movie it is.
Well, it depends on if you really care about the movie or what you're trying to do. But yeah,
I mean, if you're doing Netflix and chill, then yeah, you're right.
Right. But it can be a special occasion to watch a movie with somebody in your home.
We had talked about this before. Rocky, so Rocky came out in '77, the year I was born. So I don't remember that. I mean, I remember watching it on TV, but Rocky 2 and Rocky 3 came out. It was an event. We went to the theater, and every time that Rocky was losing, boo, boo. And then when Rocky was coming back, yeah, USA. You know what I mean?
I hear you. 1970, when you were bursting yourself into the earth as a being, I was probably sitting in a theater watching Star Wars. And that's what it was like there. All the kids in the theater, they couldn't believe their heads were blowing up.
Yeah.
Like, oh my God, robot. Oh, ships. It was like bananas.
Nobody had ever seen it before. I remember watching Star Wars for the first time. Obviously, it was out a few years, it was out a few years when I realized what I was watching, but I was still blown away. Like, wow, this is amazing.
But that was back when people had TVs that weighed 1,000 pounds and they were black and white with rabbit ears. Now, my TV over there.
It's crazy remembering those days.
It makes me feel so old.
Yeah.
Room in your bedroom. It's an event to make a night of it or a day of it, an afternoon of it, even a morning of it, and go out to the movies. That's an event. And it makes it more exciting. And when you see a movie in a theater, you're also being surrounded by people who are strangers.
Mhm.
And there are people in that theater that do not believe what you believe.
Mhm.
There are people in that theater who actually believe in the opposite of your core beliefs about democracy, about this country, about the world, about our needs, about what we need. But in a movie theater, everybody is tuned in to the story being told to them from the screen. And for one moment, we are in communion and we are in agreement and we are a community. We're a community of strangers watching something that makes us laugh and cry and sing out and want.
I want to slap him for saying this whole democracy shit, but I do agree with him.
To share those feelings. And often you go into a lobby and you're still buzzing about the movie and you talk to strangers. You're not talking about the stuff that divides you.
No.
You're talking about what just united you. And that is the great.
Because the thing that irritates me is him saying this whole democracy thing, okay? Obviously he's a Democrat. When his movies came out, they were family events. We'd be around the TV watching Steven Spielberg's movies, which is very wholesome.
Yeah,
it was a event that we all enjoyed watching, either at the movie theater or at home. We watched a movie on TV or whatever. For him to say those type of things, we didn't think about that stuff back then when we were watching ET or we were watching whatever it was that we were watching. It's just like I'm so sick of this whole I gotta slip in something to do with politics. It wasn't about politics. It was about experiencing something with your family member for the first time, because we had never seen that shit before.
Yeah, and I think I get annoyed when some of these, like even Tom Cruise, who I like, this almost beatification of the movie-going experience ain't that special anymore, to be honest with you. And what he's doing, and I'm old too, I get nostalgia goggles also, he's projecting his youth and his memories onto the younger generation who they don't care. That's not how they don't consume product like he remembers consuming product. And everybody thinks the old days are better than the current day. So I think he's a little out of touch there. My kids, they watch TV shows on the fucking iPhones and shit, which to me is kind of nuts. But
we're out of touch because in our world, which is correct, but in our world, those were some good times. Those were times where you experienced new stuff that you'd never seen before. Now, because of technology, there's so many people that have seen stuff earlier than what we got to experience it. Like I remember getting a cable box for the first time.
Oh yeah,
it was like, what is this thing?
That was
like,
great.
I got the little Scientific Atlantic freaking Manila cable box that was on top of the TV, and it's like, what is this thing? Does it play like CDs or something?
Yeah,
and it's like, no, it just hooks to the TV. It's like, what?
We got our little cable box, and I think all we got was Showtime. It was like one channel. But I remember sneaking out at like 1 o'clock and out of my bed at like midnight when my mom and grandma were asleep. I'm like, I know they got some dirty ass shit on this channel at midnight. I got to watch some of this shit.
Oh, you have it with all fuzzy, but you see a little bit of a butt cheek, and I was like, oh yeah.
Julio came of age. Thank you, Showtime. I appreciate it. But what he's doing is don't project what you think the next generation, like the next generation is fine. They're creating their own memories in their own way. Don't project you onto their experience. Just because you experienced it the way you remember it and that we enjoyed it doesn't mean that they're not experiencing it and enjoying it just as much in their way.
I mean,
because they don't know any better.
You have a 2-hour movie and they're sitting there looking at the phone the most of the time. How are you experiencing a fucking movie doing it that way?
If you don't have ADHD in 2026, you're
so I partially agree with you and I partially agree with him. I'm sort of in the middle. But like being in a movie theater, it's an event like he says, but this is eliminated. Because if people are like fucking around on their phones, like, bro, put that shit away. Like,
I know. Yeah. I mean, I agree. But I agree with you because I'm old. That's why. And he's, like I said, he's basically telling the kids that they're doing it wrong. And that's not for him to say.
We're all doing it wrong at some point.
Believe me, I've been doing it wrong for a long time.
And I understand that every generation always has a thing where it's like, well, I don't understand this new stuff right now. And I don't, you know what I mean? Like, there's always this like at him, like my stuff was better than your stuff. but it was better 20 years ago, 25 years ago than it is now. And that's not being an old man shouting at the clouds, because look at the songs that are being produced. They're remakes of the songs from 25 years ago.
Well, you've got a point there.
Come on.
Even movies. All they do is remakes of IPs.
Thing. If it wasn't as good as it was, why are they remaking it?
I have told my kids on a couple of occasions, I said, things are different. Every parent thinks their kids are a little. I said, I just wish you could have experienced the 80s. It was as great as it seems in the movies about it. It was go to the mall, pick up chicks, go outside, play baseball, take a walk in the woods without worrying that you're going to get jumped and stabbed.
Yep.
But they don't know that world.
Because they're too busy looking at the first thing Google tells them to do.
Yeah.
I did a thing yesterday. It was the other day that I looked something up, and I wanted a different perspective. I can't remember what it was. Maybe I'd seen something or something. I was like, oh, what? I wonder what happened with this thing, or you know what I mean? And I looked it up on Google, and there was 40 freaking videos and pages about the thing that happened yesterday, and I had to search like 10 pages for the kind of what the answer that I was looking for. Why? Because Google is basically trying to put all this shit in front of you so that people are like, well, that must be it. Google said it right there, because it's just like, it's propaganda. And it's I don't know. I use Google. I have to use Google and all that shit for work. But I also understand when I'm being manipulated, and most people don't.
It's Google and all of those things are a lot like, don't worry about, forget what you heard yesterday. It's all about now.
Correct. And that's the problem that I have with social media. And that's the problem I have with the fucking kids having this shit in their hand 24/7. Because it's like, you're not getting the proper information. How about you go to the fucking library and learn something?
That's why I get upset when people say, well, I'll watch ESPN 30 for 30 and I'll hear, well, the only way out of the ghetto is to be a football player or a basketball player. I'm like, you have the entirety of human history in your hand.
Yeah.
There's no excuse not to put in the
work.
work.
Half of my life, this didn't exist.
Yeah.
So what is my excuse for doing the shit that I do? Half my days on this planet didn't exist. This did not exist. So I think it's excuses. It's all excuses, and just, well, I'm lazy and don't want to do a thing or put the work into it. You know what I mean?
Life's become too easy.
Okay, so I like inspirational stories. I can't help it. Sometimes I get a little weepy. I'm not weepy with this guy, but this guy, I for some reason, something is just telling me that this guy's an inspiration, and we've covered this guy a couple times. Where he's got the cart and he's going from Philadelphia to Los Angeles. The problem is now all of a sudden, because there was one video where he got hit by a car, every video he's being stopped by the cops because somebody's roasting him, somebody's concerned about him because they're watching him on social media. That's a fucking problem. And it's just not, like,
he's not walking he's not walking in the road. Right,
well, he's walking on the side of the road, and they're like,
is that illegal?
Concern trolling, where it's like, he's gonna get hurt. And it's just like, mind your own fucking business.
That, and the sad thing is, the cops, if they get a call, they have to respond. This is wasting their time.
Yeah. So this video is him getting a little bit upset, where it's just like, guys, like, leave me the fuck alone. I'm fine. I've got you guys' number. If I need to call you, I'm gonna call you. But stop.
Got 3 cops on me? I'm doing the faith walk, man. I got 3. Why y'all got 3 cops?
Well, because somebody called and said that you were getting ready to pull a gun, I guess.
Bro, I'm doing the faith walk, man. Like, I appreciate y'all, but bro, I can't keep being harassed.
Okay, well,
I'm walking. Listen, I'm doing the faith walk. I don't got no weapons on me. I'm doing this for God, bro. You can look my name up on Google.
What's your name on Google?
Isaiah Thomas, Faith Walk, Philadelphia to California.
Okay, gotcha.
I'm not no drugs, no nothing, bro.
No one's saying that. But,
so you just said somebody I was about to pull something
on him. I guess somebody just pulled over.
So somebody doxed him on the side of the street. He's got a gun and he's going to kill somebody. Are you kidding me?
Do you know what else I miss from the old days, Derek? People minding their own fucking business.
Oh, absolutely. So they either have seen his stream and they were doxing him, or they're being a racist dick and being like, oh, he looks like he's going to hurt somebody.
Yeah. I feel bad for him. But
both sides, I can't stand both sides. You know what I mean?
I feel bad for the guy. I get why he's frustrated, but he also has to. I'm sure he understands. The cops have to respond. They have to.
Oh, I'm
Because
sure
if they
he probably
don't,
understands that.
here's
But
why.
I'm just saying, I'd be a little pissed off too. Where it's just like I can't go 10 fucking miles down the road without somebody calling the fucking cops.
Think about it. If this guy got hit and killed, and the cops didn't respond to the call, whatever city he was near would be on fire tomorrow.
That's fine. I mean, it's very possible.
He's
never given the vibe that he's. I don't know.
No, it's not up to him.
Yeah, but I would be pissed too if it's just like these concerned fucking citizens that are just being, oh, he's got a gun. What? Like, you're making shit up.
Stupid.
Yeah, it's kind of ridiculous. So we'll watch the rest of it.
Next to you, and they asked what you were doing, while you were walking.
I got everything recorded, brother.
Okay.
I got everything recorded.
Two sides of the story, and he said
It's not two sides of the story because I got everything recorded. Everything is recorded. I could pull back the screen for you and see if somebody pulled up on
like 5 minutes ago. Came
No,
back on you right
no.
Okay.
Everything is recorded right here.
Okay. Gotcha.
Come on, man.
Fuck that cop, by the way.
Three cop cars, bro. Come on, man. I'm doing this. I'm doing this for God, bro. I'm not doing.
I mean, I agree with them on this thing, and we talk about this when people are just being fucking retarded and racist. We talk about it, but it's just like this: 3 cops for a dude driving a fucking like pushing a cart down the street.
Yeah. Plus, the cop's like, well, there's 2 sides to every story. He's like, no, actually,
There is
there's
no
only
2 sides. Like he literally films in his entire life. He can be like, I'll pull up 3 days ago at fucking 12 noon. This is what I was fucking doing.
That having been said, as having a cop as a family member, do you know how many times these guys roll up to people that may, I would say, look like this guy and hear, I didn't do nothing?
Oh no, I'm not saying
So-
that there's not a stereotype with it.
Yeah.
But it's just like they could have very easily like, yeah, I just think there's a fine line between being concerned and lying and doxing the guy.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
I don't appreciate this cop's tone. Is my, well, there's 2 sides to every. So I'm like, well, you didn't say that. Why'd you say that? What's wrong with you? Man's done nothing wrong as far as you could tell. Treat him with a little respect.
Yeah. I mean, if he breaks the law, then fine. He should be held account like anybody. I'm not saying that, but for them to, oh, he's got a gun. It's like, what? So yeah, it kind of triggered me a little bit.
I'm with you.
On nothing. I've been walking for over 63 days.
Okay.
Over 1,000 miles, brother.
Well, you know how people are. People are never.
Yeah, but 3 cop cars, that's unnecessary, man.
There's a gun. Yeah, you can get 10 of us.
Bro,
Cop's got a point there.
do I look like I'll be walking across the country with a gun?
I don't know you, boss.
Yeah, but still, man, I'm not like, bro, I'm not doing.
Yeah, so it
3
triggered
cops.
me a little bit because it's just like, I don't think that the country as a whole is racist, but I do think that there are racist people.
I
You know what I
guarantee
mean? Like, I'm not a Democrat who thinks that everything is racist. I think there are racist people.
I
And
think
the person that called this in is a racist ass person.
I think everybody is I don't even want to use the term racist. Sometimes you look at statistics and think things, so I get both sides of this. I'd be frustrated if I was this guy and I'm just trying to do a faith walk across the country, but somebody called the cops and said the dude has a gun. Yeah, they're going to roll up 3 deep. They're not going to send one guy.
I posted a video the other day. A fucking grandmother who's 85 who plays video games got fucking doxxed. So it's like, I guarantee you the people doxing are under the age of 30.
Oh, sure.
People that are old like us don't give a fuck. I'm not going to call somebody's fucking house. and
No.
Call the
No.
cops and be like, this guy's. No, it's somebody who's younger that's doing it.
I'm a big fan of not my circus, not my monkey. If it ain't my business, I don't get involved.
I mean, I think it's an inspiration what this guy's doing about, wanting to have a faith-based rec center for people and teach them skills. Like, I think that's a motivation. You know what I mean?
Well, I hope that people leave him alone and let him complete his walk and stop interrupting him, because it's a long enough walk already without cops rolling up on
The
you. and
people
having
that called aren't doing shit except for driving in a car, causing fucking problems.
They're only doing it so they can tell their little Discord friends that they did it.
We got them.
Like 12-year-olds. Everybody's 12 now, Derek.
With a cell phone. Who shouldn't have a fucking cell phone when you're 12 years old? Sorry. So anyway, so yeah, this triggered me a little bit. Not a full trigger, but a little bit of a trigger.
Yeah, I feel bad for the guy. We should continue to follow him, I think.
Yeah, I followed him. I think he's an inspiration. I really do. Unless he shows me something other, maybe something that's deceitful or he's causing crime unless he shows me that, then I might be like, oh, what's going on?
He loves Jesus. He loves Jesus, and he's doing a walk of faith. Nothing wrong with that.
He's doing a walk of faith. I appreciate that.
Yeah, I'm on team that guy, and I'm not a Christian, but I'm with him. I will be back in 30 seconds, Derek, but I will be listening, so you don't have to recap when I get back.
Okay, so this person right here is Kim Mathers. This is Eminem's ex-wife, who just got her 3rd DUI. This lady is a druggy piece of garbage. And now I understand why he was talking shit and rapping about her 20 years ago, because this lady is a piece of fucking work.
Hello.
Hi.
Anybody hurt?
No.
What happened?
Yep, that's right here. That is Kim Mathers. That is the mother of Eminem's daughter, and she is a piece of work.
When I came around the corner, there was a truck coming high beam at me, and I tried to put my high beams on. It's a new car, and I couldn't see it, and I swerved out of the way of it, and I flipped the fucking car.
Okay.
And that's all I can say is like,
okay.
It was a fucking accident. This is the worst.
Okay.
And this is a new car. I don't know how to work
I don't feel sorry for her, and she has a history of this. This is like her 3rd or maybe 4th DUI.
You can make one mistake like this, learn from your mistake, and move on. But when you do it 3-4 times, I'm serious. She needs
help,
inpatient detox.
Mental,
I'm not even kidding.
Physical, everything help.
She just needs to dry out somehow because she can't handle drinking. Some people, Derek, just should not drink. I've been around people like that.
Yeah.
Some people can handle it, like me. Not her.
Okay. Do you have
Yeah.
registration or insurance?
Yeah.
I need your driver's license as well.
I bet you Eminem is happy.
I'll talk to them. Did you see it happen? Or?
I mean, at this point, yes, it's the mother of his kid, but his kid she's a young lady who's married now. So at this point, it's kind of like, fuck you, right?
I would think somewhere in the back of his head, I'm sure he feels the way you said, mother of my children, but in the back of his head, he's going, I'm so glad I don't have to deal with this crazy ass bitch anymore.
Yeah. Because Haley's in her 20s, maybe 30s?
30 maybe at this point, yeah.
She's married and everything else.
Okay.
I was standing in my garage and I heard it and...
We should be all right.
Okay.
45 dispatch can copy 2 plates.
And Kim without the drugs was actually a nice looking girl. But it's just like, she's freaking crazy. Drugs, alcohol, DUIs. I mean, she's a mess.
Oh, yeah. What did the wrestlers used to say? They'd say, the road will own you.
What does she have to do? She probably got money from Eminem for 15, 20 years because of, being the mother of his kids.
Okay, for doing nothing, really. She didn't have anything to do with it. And what, she can't get her own damn job, but that's a whole other thing. But yes, she should be in better shape than she is, and she seems to need help, which I hope she gets.
David,
honestly, I don't think it's going to happen. If you do 3 or 4 DUIs, you haven't fucking learned shit.
I can't believe she's still driving.
Yeah, how does she still have a fucking license?
I have no clue.
Hello, George 992 DYG 992. This one is blue. Break for the other.
Here's the registration. My insurance is like on my phone.
Okay.
It's all
Edward Lincoln Union 9355 ELU 9355. That one's black. Been drinking it all today? You're slurring really bad.
Am I what?
Have you been drinking it all today? You're slurring really bad.
I did drink earlier, but not recently.
Okay.
No.
Did you have a lot earlier?
No.
Okay. Do you have your driver's license?
And who knows if who like I wouldn't trust a word coming out of this freaking lady's mouth at all.
No, because addicts only care about their addiction.
Yeah.
And they'll say anything so they can keep feeding it, which is sad. Oh, she got a tramp stamp. Oof.
I was gonna say, of course, she's got a tramp stamp.
That's the biggest red flag of all.
Yeah,
I said nope.
Julia, would you?
No. No.
Thank you, Lord. We found a girl that he would not.
Tramp stamp. No, come on. Usually I like cute girls,
She's
not
blonde,
she's.
I mean,
No, tramp stamp's an automatic no. I don't care if everything else about her is hot. That's not happening.
it's a disqualifier.
Disqualification. That's right. Sorry, Miss Mathers. Kind of a nice ass though when she bends over. I'm just saying.
She was a pretty girl back in the day. She was.
She looks like she could have been. Yes. Well,
All right, come over here for me, okay?
Now she looks like Sylvester Stallone's ex-wife with the blonde hair girl.
Brigitte Nelson.
Yeah,
Nielsen. Brigitte Nelson was a hottie back in the day. I mean,
Yes,
she
she
was
was. Yeah.
just curves everywhere. Big,
But
tall
like
woman.
old Brigitte Nelson, not good.
No,
but
yeah. Old school Brigitte. Now, I'd walk in a bar with that. She's like 6 inches taller than me. Walking in a bar with a woman that looks like that.
Yeah.
Damn, I'd be the fucking king of the town right there.
Stand here in front of my car for me. I gotta make sure you're sober enough to drive, okay? You turn and face me for me. Okay, put your feet together just like this. Put your hands down at your side. I know it's a little chilly out, but we'll try to go as quick as possible, okay? All right,
got a
don't
nice
look
figure.
up at my light because it'll blind you, all right? Can you see the tip of my finger, okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Keep your head.
Her face looks like a catcher's mitt now, but
Yeah, that's the
back
problem.
in the day, she was pretty. She was.
Well,
Head completely straight. I just want you to follow the tip of my finger with your eyes and your eyes only, okay? Don't turn your head at all. Don't turn your head at all.
Yeah.
girl, just give up.
Don't turn your head at all.
I'm not trying to.
Okay, just your eyes. We gotta do this a bunch of times, so just bear with me, okay? Okay. Some of these questions aren't meant to insult your intelligence or anything like that, okay? It's a standard question that we have to ask. Do you know your ABC?
Let me share this real quick.
Cool.
Girl on the right. Yeah, she was nice looking. Yeah.
Hello. Yeah.
That's your style right there.
On the right.
Not fucking crazy.
No, yeah. Now, current day, it's not even. She doesn't even.
New, but yeah, back in the day.
Does not even fall into I can fix her territory anymore.
Seats. Okay. What I want you to do is keep your feet together and your hands at your side. I'm going to have you tilt your head back and close your eyes. I'm going to have you recite your ABC starting on the letter A, stopping on the letter T. You understand?
Starting on the letter what? T?
Starting on A, stopping on T.
All right. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, P, Q, R.
No. Nope.
Okay, very good.
Wrong.
Next one's a balance test.
Nope.
Ankles,
Like,
legs,
hey.
hips, anything like that.
What you doing today?
Okay, which leg? Well, I tell you what, we'll skip a balance test because I don't want you to
The
hurt your
Randazzo's
knee or anything like that, okay?
in the background there.
Michigan law requires that you submit to
Yeah, it's Rentos, right?
If you don't, it's 2 points on your license.
That's free advertising.
After
You take the
Randazzo's.
pulmonary breath test. Okay. What I need you to do is take a really deep breath in, seal your lips around this tube, and blow really hard until I tell you to stop, okay? Just like you're blowing up a balloon, you understand? Okay, real deep breath
Just
in.
why is she
Not
even
her
doing
first
this?
rodeo, sir.
Derek, this is what drives me. I got popped for a DUI 16 years ago. I was
Okay.
going through my first divorce, and it was just one of them country song, basically, my life turned into. And I had to rack one of them up. He goes, okay, walk a straight line. I couldn't do it. And within 5 seconds, I just told the guy, you got me. I didn't go through the whole battery.
Yeah.
I'm like, you can just cuff me. I'm not going to waste your time. And I think it helped, actually, because they let me sit in the station for a little while before they made me blow again, which lowered
And look at
my...
you now, 16 years later, never did it again. This lady's done it like
No,
4 times.
I never. It was crazy. I was a mental patient about taking cabs. It was one night where I thought I was good when I left, and in the middle of my trip, it all kind of hit, and I blew a tire out and had to pull over 5 minutes from where I was going. And that's... Anyway, it's my fault. It's very embarrassing, but I don't know. At some point, you just tell the cop, yeah, whatever. You got me. What am I going to do?
I mean, I remember partying from 19 to about 24, 25. We always had a DD. There was always somebody that had to go to work the next day, or somebody wasn't going to drink. That we always had a DD. We never... I think I could count 1 or 2 times where I drove where I shouldn't have been driving.
Mm-hmm.
But you're talking about 1 or 2 times out of thousands.
Well, see, you're 9 years younger than me. In the 80s, I think all of us used to just not care and drive around drunk. We would drink beer while driving, and the cops would pull us
you guys
over.
had road beers. You guys ruined that shit for us.
Road sodas. The cops would pull us over. They go, "You got to pour that out and be careful," and they let us go. It was great.
Fucking ruined that shit for us.
I blame white women again.
I could count on one hand how many times the times where I wasn't blasted. It was just I had a few and I shouldn't have been driving. But we never fucked around with that. And that was before fucking Uber.
Well, you're smart. Yeah, now there's no fucking excuse.
There's no excuse. This lady could fucking call Uber and she's at the house and then fuck your car, figure it out.
That's right.
And she ain't working. Guaranteed this broad ain't working.
Many nights I'd ask I usually knew the bar owners because I worked at bars in the area. And I'm like, bro, I'm going to leave my car here. I'll pick it up in the morning. They're like, yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
They don't care.
Or if you drove somewhere and the cops never liked it, but like drive somewhere, sleep for an hour or two, go sleep it off a little bit and then fucking go. But it's just like there's no fucking excuse. None.
Agreed.
I'll blow. Harder, harder, harder. Perfect. Thank you.
Okay, let's see. Have you heard of Loma Cola? Oh, I thought we were going to answer the question.
Oh, no.
Well, hopefully...
Michigan. 0.08. You're 0.20. You're almost 3 times the legal limit. Okay. Unfortunately, I have to place you under arrest, okay? Go ahead and turn around for me. You put your hands behind your back.
Oh, she's done it before.
Yeah, I'm not going to treat you bad or anything like that, okay? You made a mistake tonight. It sucks.
No,
you got to get through
she's
it.
done multiple mistakes. Don't get this wrong. Don't get it twisted, man.
0.20.
Shit, did
What's
he?
that?
No. 0.20 is bananas.
I got to hold you until you're at least.
Yeah.
That's way past what I blew.
Sober. Okay. Turn your hand this way. Like all your.
She's a DWI. I was a DUI.
Do you have anything in your pockets that's going to stick me, poke me, anything like that? Okay. Is this just nail polish? Something?
Lip gloss.
Lip gloss. Okay. I'm just using the back of my hand on your pockets, okay? Got anything in your back pockets? Okay. In the inside pockets.
Damn, it's a shame about her
I'm gonna put this
face.
in your car, okay? Over this way.
I mean, she does got nice boobs, but
that's what I'm
the
saying.
Face, I mean,
Oh,
the
well.
face is just not good.
For me.
Not that I'm Brad Pitt, by the way.
Yeah,
I'm just ripping. I'm just ripping.
We're doing better than this, broad, because
yeah,
we might be fat, old, and out of shape, but we're still doing better than she fucking is.
That's right. We're not in the back of a cop car.
I'll take the W.
All right, you got it. Yeah. All right. Give me some light so you can see. I got you so you won't fall. All right.
Is that her whimpering?
Maybe.
All Do you know who your insurance carrier is on the car?
Progressive.
Okay.
How does she still have insurance? Being fucking busted like 2 or 3 times for DUI.
I don't even.
If I'm the insurance company, I'm like $1,000 a month or fuck off. One of the two.
I don't even want to think what her premiums are every month.
Yeah.
I'm gonna set this in your car though. Okay. Cookies.
Oh boy.
So that's our
What a
at least
mess.
last time I did the blood just because she started kind of dozing off in booking. So there could be others. Intoxicants.
Yeah, it doesn't increase or decrease anything though.
Well, that's true, but
Grab me your phone and your keys. Just the house keys. There's phone. Looks like she's got Coors Lights over there.
What's that?
Can't tell
Coors
though.
Light?
Some of them.
I'll just do that.
Cheers, baby.
There's not even keys on that.
Okay, so obviously she was drinking more than just Coors Light because she is a drinker and it won't affect her like anymore if she just.
You do not get to 0.20 by drinking Coors Light unless you're mainlining them straight into your veins. Nah, she had to be drinking something else. No way.
You're a beer drinker.
Yes.
My dad's a beer drinker, and it's just like I'm like, Dad, does it affect you anymore? He's like, no, not really.
No, it's fucking water.
He's
basically.
like, I like the taste of it. I'm like, that makes sense, but it's
That's
just
me
like
too.
unless he starts mixing and he's doing shots and everything else, he's like, it doesn't really affect me.
That's why I don't rarely drink liquor anymore. I just stick with good old beer.
Yeah,
It's something to do.
and I'm not justifying him, but I mean, he's drinking Miller Lite, so he's drinking light beer, and
Yeah. When you get to that age, your dad's older than me. You're just like, whatever. I can drink Coors Light 24/7. It's really nothing as long as you're not pounding him like 6 an hour. Then
he's not. He's not
sipping
like,
on a couple an hour. Just yeah.
Stands and shit.
Yeah, I just like it because it loosens me up a little bit for the shows. To be honest with you, so
Really? I don't think you have to be loose, do you? Or is it just one of those things that you're so used to doing?
I think what you just said is probably right. I'm just used to doing it. Mm-hmm.
There's no keys on that.
Oh.
Yeah. So I don't know if she has an extra set of keys somewhere. Yeah, I'm not seeing no keys.
I have not made. I don't know who owns this thing.
It's pretty crazy that this literally happened like 2 weeks ago, and they already released the body cam for it.
Well, I'm surprised TMZ. Well, I'm sure TMZ has jumped on this. I would imagine. Yeah. This is the kind of misery they prey upon.
Would you
Just
mind
like
doing
us?
the UD10?
Yeah, I can do that.
Okay.
I'll do the UD10.
See, I mean, we've already talked about this literally 20 minutes ago. Is we pulling out the habitual line steppers? This lady is a habitual line stepper when it comes to fucking drinking and driving.
Yes, she is.
How many times do we blast somebody? How many times do we blast somebody that's done something one time? Very rare.
Shit, people make mistakes, man. Everybody
when
does.
you've got people that are on TV saying the same garbage over and over and over, they're habitual line steppers.
It's shocking that she still has a license. She could kill somebody one day. You got to
It
get
is
her off the
shocking.
road and get her an inpatient treatment and get her dried out.
I mean,
Right?
I know people that had one DUI and they had their license taken away for like 6 months or some shit.
Yeah, I got
or heavily restricted or whatever, you know.
Mine was heavily restricted. If it's work related, you can drive. Other than that, you couldn't. And it was what a nightmare. What a dumb thing that was that I did. Oh well, live and learn, bud.
Yeah.
I'll do the impound form.
Thank you.
Yeah, just give me the alley-oop, please.
Yeah. Give you the what?
The alley-oop.
It's the alley.
The assist.
Oh, of course. Here is her
What the fuck is
registration.
over? What? What's an alley-oop? Fuck you. An alley-oop, asshole.
She says it's on her phone.
Ain't you watched the Pistons?
But she has Progressive. I know that.
Yeah, especially Detroit. I mean, you think you at least know what the bad boys are.
Yeah, did you get her insurance information? Yeah, she said to call Flo. She's got a direct line
Let's just
to
walk
Progressive.
out of here.
Yeah. These aren't open, but 6-pack of Crown.
Okay.
Oh, 6-pack of Crown Royal. There it is.
That'll do it. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Boy, I used to drink a lot of that. Do not
She
miss
just pled to yours a couple days ago.
Yeah, no contract.
I like
Yep.
the I don't like Crown Royal or any of that.
Did
stuff.
you already
I
get
remember
Ballers?
back when I was like
Yeah, I got
19, I'd do
Ballers
like
for
the
one. I don't know what they're doing.
the Mike's Hard Lemonade.
Oh, sure. Yeah,
Right.
I used to drink those. I still drink those if I'm at like an outdoor cookout
I'm
or
gonna-
something. They're
Yeah.
nice.
Like
I'm
summertime.
gonna roll out with her if you're good.
Because it had just enough alcohol that you got messed up, but it didn't taste like. So like I would drink that when I first started drinking because it was like, okay, I'm gonna try. I'm not gonna just jump in. And then it was like, okay, do Mike's Hard Lemonade.
Mhm, yeah.
I did some Long Island iced teas.
Ooh,
which I
boy, that's a
love
big
me some Long
jump.
Island iced teas. That's enough.
Well,
Yeah.
And to your point, Derek, the reason Long Island iced teas are dangerous is because somehow, even though it's like 75% booze, it
Yeah,
tastes
it
like an
tastes
iced
good.
tea.
Yeah.
I don't know how they do it. And you can keep drinking them like this is great. And then you're like, oh hell, I'm 0.20.
I shouldn't
like,
have did that.
yeah. Yeah.
And
Fireballs
then I
like that
started
too.
doing Sambuca. I was doing Jaeger
Right on.
bombs.
Sure.
Yeah.
Fireballs like that too. That's one of the reasons I quit drinking liquor for the most part is I was drinking too many of them because they're good.
See,
And
I
I just
can't get
sit-
it out of my brain because now it's Fireball, but back in the day it was Hot Damn. It's the same thing. I don't know if they changed their name or if Hot Damn went away and then Fireball pretty much took over. I don't know.
You know, I never thought of that. You're right. Huh. Marketing, I guess.
Yeah, possibly. Remember Goldschlager? I used to do Goldschlager.
Oh,
and
yeah.
you'd, like urinate and it'd be like gold flakes coming out.
I never drank it, but I remember
When
it.
you're sober, it's just like, am I dying? And when you're drunk, it's like, cool.
Yeah, boys, come check this out. I'm peeing gold. It's like 1849 in California up in here. Why don't you go pan the toilet for some gold? Get up. What's up, Randazzo? Randazzo, I love it.
Where it's at,
Yeah.
but there's a cap to one of those crown shooters and an empty wrapper right there that it would have been.
That's why I
fitting in.
can't do. Okay, so Faygo Pop is from Michigan. I can't drink Faygo anymore. Like I might have one because if I have more than one, I'm urinating whatever color of fucking the Faygo that I drink. And it's weird when you're urinating red, and it's like, am I dying? Am I
No, that's not good. Isn't Faygo the official drink of the Insane Clown Posse, or am I getting? Isn't that their
yes,
thing?
Yes, you're correct.
Okay, just checking.
So it's
Are
like
they
I can
from
have
Detroit?
one here and there, but I can't drink it like I used to when I was younger.
No, you don't want to pee red.
So I
That's
don't know where
that's bad.
that is, but there's evidence that there was one open here.
Yeah. Okay.
It's whatever the dye is that they use, but it's just like, am I dying right now?
Just something to know.
Sounds good.
I mean, I do have to give it to her. She was calm. She wasn't like, I can't breathe, and she's rolling around the ground and stuff.
No. Well, fourth time offender. She can't pull that
Yeah,
shit.
she's kind of like, oh, just cuff me and stuff. It's all right.
Okay, let's go on starting 3, 4, 5. You have the lead. 7, 4, 22, 06.
Well, the lesson from this, kids, is take an Uber, you morons.
Exactly.
Probably 95.
Probably $15.
5'2".
You're good.
791. 15 is going to handle the crash.
It's Michigan. Unless you're in the sticks, maybe Howell or Brighton, where it's more rural.
Mhm.
Metro Detroit is pretty much city. So it's like there's no excuse if she went to Royal Oak or she went to downtown Detroit and went to one of the bars down there. There's no excuse. There's fucking Ubers everywhere.
Yeah, you're right. There's no excuse. Why wouldn't you just pick up your phone and call an Uber?
Yeah.
Could have avoided all this hassle.
And then if you live in the rural town, then fucking schedule that shit so that somebody's like, oh, I got to pick this lady up at midnight or something.
Right.
There's just no excuse.
Or roll the dice and hope there's no cops in the rural area and hope you can make it home.
7, 4, 22, 07.
Whoa.
I don't see anything, so we're gonna.
Yeah, I think we get the point.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Just a.
Well,
bunch of moving around.
Hopefully she gets some help because she needs it.
I mean, I can be hopeful because she does need it, but it's just when you're doing 3 and 4 DUIs, you're not fucking understanding how the world works.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, they say you have to hit rock bottom before you really make a change, and I don't know how much rock bottom-y
how much bottom there is.
I don't know. Don't know.
I don't get the bottom. Okay, so we know this guy right here, Sam Elliott. Great actor.
Sure. All the women love him, too.
Did you know that back in the day, he was the voice for Smokey the Bear?
I did not. Although I should have put that together now that I think of what Smokey the Bear sounded like.
Yeah, me too.
Now it makes sense. Yeah.
I think I might have known, but it was like in the back of my brain, like didn't really put 2 and 2 together.
Yeah,
so that's what
only
he's
you.
talking about. He's talking about being Smokey the Bear's voice.
Do people know you were Smokey the Bear?
Well, apparently you do.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
You know what was interesting is I've been doing that voice for a long time, not the commercials that they're doing now. Now he's very talkative. He's like everybody today. He's got something to say. But I was born on the same day. And
I met him for about 2 seconds. I was working at a it was one of those sets that was like a Wild West town set.
Sure.
And we were working on Ultimate Parkour Challenge for MTV. And we were doing it in a Wild West set where they set all these things up for these guys to do parkour, like in this movie, in this movie, Old West town type thing.
Yeah.
So there was just a bunch of stuff that the contestants were climbing on and doing all this other shit. And I'd walked away from set for some reason. I don't remember if I don't know what the fuck I was doing, but I was walking. Maybe I was grabbing something out of my car or something. And I'm walking over, and then a car stopped at one of the gates because they have the gates where it's closed off so that some random person just can't like get through or whatever.
Yeah.
And it's Sam Elliott that got out of the car and was like, "Oh, I'm looking for blah blah blah." And I'm like, I think it's over there, but I'm not quite sure.
Mm-hmm.
And like, of course, I immediately knew who it was, and I'm just like inside, like, I want to talk about this, and I want to talk about this.
Yeah. I'm surprised he didn't roll in on a horse.
For like 2 seconds.
That's crazy. I'm surprised he didn't come in on a horse.
Yeah, it'd been a lot cooler if he did, but yeah.
I got to say one thing, though. See, when I was 15 years old, I wanted to be either the Boston Bruins goalie or Jimmy Page when I grew up. I'm in my 50s now. I want to be this guy when I grew up. He's 80 years old. Look at him.
Yeah,
he got all the genetics.
80 years old. Yeah.
He looks great.
and year that campaign.
He's on Landman now. What a great show. Have you seen that? Have you watched Landman?
I've not watched it, but I've heard it's good.
Billy Bob Thornton.
Shit.
It's good. Yeah.
Okay.
The third season coming out next year sometime.
Mm-hmm.
But it's great where they're in Texas. He is basically he was like a CEO of like an oil company with drilling and everything. And then there's all kinds of drama, and he gets fired, and he starts his own thing, and it's such a great show. And Sam Elliott was added to the cast like last season, and Sam Elliott's old; he's playing his father, but he's still such a great actor.
Sam Elliott on TV is a draw.
Oh, he is. People still love him.
Boomers love him. I love him. Look at that head of hair.
Yeah,
it's amazing. I'm actually getting angry.
And who didn't like him in fucking Roadhouse? He was,
he's great.
Ass kicker in Roadhouse, Yeah. I like Sam Elliott.
Again.
Wow. On the exact same day?
On the exact same day.
When was that?
August 9th, 1944.
Wow. Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Do people know you were Smokey the...
So he was born on the same day as Smokey the Bear's first appearance. So that's what you're saying.
Amazing. Well, shout out to Sam Elliott. It's good to be you.
Shout out to Sam Elliott. I
Look
like
at him.
him.
He's in shape. He looks great. 80 years old. Hell yeah.
This is a video that I had grabbed, and this is Mace. Remember back, you probably don't because you're not a hip hop guy, but back in the day, Diddy and Mace and,
I know,
and Notorious B.I.G.
Sure. I know them.
And he's commenting on the Jackson Dart thing in Trump, and I grabbed this, and it was sort of like it came out like a few days after everything dropped about Jackson Dart. So
Okay.
I kind of grabbed it. So we'll listen to it.
Peace and love. Not get triggered.
To be with Trump, but if you're thinking of somebody that's Caucasian, why wouldn't he be?
Okay, so a few things. Is supposedly he left the Diddy crew and became a preacher, and then the first thing that you say in this clip is because you're white that you should immediately be a Trump person. The fuck is that?
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's a bit
Like the tribalism when it comes to some people. It's just like I don't think like that. I don't say, well, because Trump is white, I must be a Trump guy. I don't think like that at all. So it's like for somebody to assume that somebody else thinks like that, you're a fucking idiot. As far as I'm
Let me
concerned.
play devil's advocate real quick.
Yeah.
If I see a black person, well, let's say I see a black person and wonder, which I never do, who do they vote for in the 12 election, 2008?
Yeah.
I would go, I assume they voted for Obama. And if you ask me why I assume that, I'd say,
because they're black.
Yeah. So I kind of get what he's saying, except, again, he's not taking 2 seconds to look at any statistics.
No.
Black people voted for Obama at a 96% clip. So there's statistics behind my assumption.
Yeah.
Whereas if he looked at how white people voted with Biden, white women voted for, so his argument is already flawed.
Family women voted for Biden. They didn't vote for Trump.
Yeah.
So for him to sit there and be like, well, because he's a white person, he's immediately for Trump. It's like, you would get pissed off if I said, well, because he's a black guy, he must like this person.
Well, but yeah, but one argument is true.
It's annoying the hell out of me.
Yeah, one argument is true, and the other one is false. And it would take, I don't care, you put glasses on him to make him look smart. He's not very smart because he doesn't understand. He can go to his phone and in 10 seconds figure out what he's saying.
Have a
is
personal
stupid.
computer right here
You have
that we did not have for half of our life.
There's no excuse to be this dumb in 2026.
No, there's no excuse for DUIs. No excuse to be that dumb.
That's right.
Why are people mad at him for being with Trump? He's supposed to be with Trump. But if you're thinking of somebody that's Caucasian, why wouldn't he be up there with Trump? Why would he not? If Scatterbull was up there, I wouldn't think anything of that. He's supposed to be up there and not
That's some
'cause he don't
racist
share
ass
those
shit.
same
Yeah, it is.
sentiments. Right? I don't know why he's so surprised about this. It sounds kind of crazy that he is.
Okay, so that was your first part. And then how do you feel about basically his teammate calling him out? Like, where do you have an issue with that? Or do you feel like he has the right to? What's your opinion?
I think as grown men have to be able to make their own decisions. Like no grown man
Well, that's a hot
owes
take.
another grown man an explanation for what he did. I believe at the end of the day, as grown men, you have all these men taking care of their families, working hard to do good for their family. So however they have to do good for their family, as long as it's legal, they should be able to do it. I don't think that's left up to how people feel about it.
Mace, I heard you say if he was black, people should be upset. Are you mad at Chef G when he was supporting Trump?
No, because he was trying to get his time cut. If you're trying to get your time
feel
cut,
that.
I'm still from where I'm from. I don't really feel no way about it. You got to go with that.
Shout out to Chef. Chef,
Can
my
you hit
man,
pause
that's
real
what-
quick,
Chef,
Derek?
my
I'm
man.
sorry. I have to make a comment.
All right.
This guy Mace is all over the place, and I'm not sure he's mentally able to put together a clear thought. He is everywhere with his argument. It makes zero sense. He's just putting one word after the other with no
because he's white,
cognitive
then
thought.
white people should be with white people, and then he's like, "Well, man should be able to do it." What?
It makes no sense. He may be a
What?
very smart guy, but he doesn't sound very smart here.
Yeah, he
in my
doesn't.
opinion.
He's not articulating his point properly.
I don't mind somebody saying something that I completely disagree with if they can say it in an order that I can understand what they're saying. He's just
Kinda all
here,
over
there,
the
and
place.
around the square. Yeah, he's everywhere.
Man, that holler sleepy
You ain't
holler.
gonna
Them
say
my
shout out
niggas.
to 45, kid?
I'm talking about my personal friends. Chef G and Sleepy Hollow is my personal friend. So that's why I wanted to see where you was at. I'm just checking.
Before
That's it.
y'all cancel me, I live in America. The president of America is
okay. So if the Prominent Citizens and Julio Scissors
Mhm.
has a hit song,
Sure.
blows up, people freaking love it.
You never
The
know.
president of the United States, no matter who the president of the United States is, calls you up and invites you to visit the White House. Are
Mhm.
you doing it?
I would. My bandmate wouldn't. You will never find two people who disagree on more regarding politics than me and John in my band, which is why we don't talk about politics. He's basically a commie, Sanders
wouldn't go
supporter.
if it was a Democrat or a Republican. I'm talking about the president of
Oh,
the
no.
United States calls you on the
Okay.
phone. You never have an opportunity to do that.
I would
care who's in
absolutely.
office.
I don't like. If Kamala Harris was president, who I'm not a big fan of, yes, I would go because
I would go because
you're
it's
right.
the president. I don't like her, but I would go because
Yes.
I appreciate and respect the office.
So your answer is I would go no matter who was in office, whereas my bandmate wouldn't go if Trump invited him. I
Which is
say that.
retarded, in my opinion.
I kind of agree with you, but that's, to each their own. Plus, I also, listen, I've got Marines in my family, Navy people, Air Force, cops. I don't know why it may be stupid. I respect the office.
Yeah.
No matter
I do
who's
too.
holding it, I have a respect for that office. And it would be rude to me to say no. So yes, I would go, no matter who was in office.
I think it would too, because I think when would the opportunity present itself again? Probably never.
Yeah.
I'll go hang out at freaking White House with whoever the president
Hell
is for
yeah.
an hour or two.
Yeah.
I mean, like I said, I might not like their politics, but I would do it because I understand and respect the office.
Yep. It's not about politics at that point. It's about being gracious and accepting an invitation.
Yeah. Okay, so I've got okay, so are you ready? Are you ready for a video that we haven't actually done in a couple weeks because it's not been much said or done with this gentleman. So we've
Okay.
actually got something that we can play. You ready?
I think I know what it's going to be. I'm excited. Let's go.
We are all just characters in the day's brand new scene. We do our best to sing the words and the stations in between.
Oh, just when I thought my day couldn't get any better.
Triggers, I was in that video, remember? Anyway, so we're gonna go rock out. Look at that, we're ready to rock. That's right. We're getting the drums warmed up. We're getting ready to rock. We're getting ready to rock. We're gonna rock. What's up, everybody? I'm here working on my new album, surprise album, a rock album. Maybe a rock and dance album. I'm not sure yet, but as you can hear, we're warming up, getting ready to do some more rocking today. I just want to show you where I'm recording because this is inspiring. When you look behind you and you see all these plaques, they all say what? They all say number.
Okay, here's the thing, and I would just because that you paid money to be at a famous studio, whatever studio it is, doesn't mean that what you're producing is going to produce one of those things that are on the wall. So
No.
he's sitting there trying to like flex about like I'm at a famous studio, but it's like, come on, bro. We know your music, and it's a whole lot of crap.
He would need a god tier producer like Quincy Jones or Mark Ronson to make his stuff sound anywhere near good. So yeah, if he got a top of the line producer on board that he would listen to, he might be able to come up with a couple of good songs. Maybe
you listen to him, right? Because he's
that's
much
the
of a
problem. Of course not.
egomaniac.
No, he wouldn't.
So it's like I would approach this differently. It's like, hey, we're at a famous studio. The Rolling Stones and the Beatles and this, that, and everything have performed here. I'm so excited that we get to perform at a studio that was made great by these wonderful performers. No, he's just like, we're at a studio and I'm hoping to get one of these things. It's like, what?
Also, on another side note, if I were Corey Feldman, I'd tell the drummer to stop banging on the goddamn snare drum when I'm trying to record a video.
Well, it's aesthetics to him. He's like, oh, it's coolness. You know what I mean?
Oh, you're probably right. Yeah, that's right. You're right.
Number one, Billboard number one. Who's that?
It's not Corey
Say
Feldman.
Something artist.
It's not.
Let's see. Who's the artist? I can't even see who the artist is.
It's right there in the middle there, dude.
It's Christina Aguilera.
Christina Aguilera.
It's not too hard. Even I can read that shit.
Corey
And I don't have
Feldman
my
needs fucking glasses, apparently. He's an old man. Wait a minute, you saw that without your glasses. What is going on with Corey Feldman?
Yeah, I don't know. Don't know. He probably needs reading glasses, but he's too vain to wear them.
It's very possible.
Actually, look who's talking.
Oh, handprint, artist label, imprint label. Oh, Great Big World is yours. There we go. That's another number one. Let's see. Dig Your Roots. That's from Florida Georgia line. Let's see who's Gucci Mane and Drake. Number one. Event. Everybody's number one. That's what we're talking about. We're in a place where they make number one records.
So he's immediately like, I want one of those number ones.
Yeah, it'd be like if I went and recorded at Abbey Road, that I'd all of a sudden be the Beatles. It's not how it works.
The juices are in your veins of the Abbey Road.
I got to give him, every time we watch a video of his, I got to shout this out. He looks great for 60.
I mean, he does look great for 60. It's just what comes out of his mouth. You know what I mean? Like,
yes, he should shut up and dribble or whatever, drool, whatever he does.
I mean, he's not even good at the dribbling part.
I was watching, oddly enough, a 2-hour compilation of Opie and Anthony and just Anthony covering Corey Feldman. Somebody did an edit, and I watched it yesterday while I was working.
Yeah.
There's actually a song of his that I like, and it's called Duh. And it's actually kind of a banger. I was listening to it. I'm like, I can't lie. I kind of like this. It's pretty good. So I'm always kind of close to that cusp of going on Team Corey. And I'm still floating kind of that way a little bit.
You're going to be a super Corey fan at some point.
I'm going to be.
You're just
Maybe.
like, this guy's the greatest person ever.
Yeah. Good for him.
I just don't like his jib. I'm just not a fan of his jib.
He's stubborn, if nothing else.
He's not self-aware. He's just, these guys have number one, so I'm going to get a number one because we're at a famous place. And it's just like, huh?
He's a LARPer. He's LARPing.
Yeah, he's kind of like and of course people are just like, I love, fire. And it's just okay, we know that it's going to suck. We know this.
But here's the thing, though. Do you know where I would be if I had as much money as he did?
Where?
I'd probably be in that studio. I'm telling these boys. I wrote a song,
making a
assholes.
video saying I'm going to get number one album just like everybody else.
I'm pretty sure. No, I wouldn't be that. I wouldn't be that vain, but I'd be in a studio if I had unlimited money with musicians like he's surrounding himself with.
It's kind of wild that he has the money and the clout to have big time musicians, and in some of the songs he does, and the product is still not good.
It's because he's singing it. He doesn't know how to write a melody. That's his problem. And he's trying to be Michael Jackson when he sings.
And honestly, nobody's saying anything. They're just collecting a check because they just don't want to. They don't want to interrupt, but it's just like, okay, just let me know what you want me to do. Blah, 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 blah. Okay.
That's what session players do. I had a guy that used to play in my band years and years ago, and he went to the California Guitar Institute, which is top of the line shit. This guy was the best guitar player I think I've ever seen up close.
Okay.
And I said, why are you playing with me? He goes, well, you write good songs and I don't write. He goes, some people just like to play, which I never thought of before. I'm like, okay, cool. Plus I paid for the beer. I think that had something to do with it too.
I understand that, but do you have if something that you're doing is not good and you're just kind of following what somebody wants, would you say something or would you just do what they ask you to do and just kind of follow in the background?
It depends. If I was hired to be a session musician, then I would listen to what the writer wanted me to do and I would do it because that's what you get paid for as a session musician. You don't get paid for
even if you know that it sucks or if it doesn't work.
Well, it's not even yes, but only because that's what you're supposed to do as a session musician. You're not there to offer your opinions. You're there to execute the songwriter's goals. It's a whole different thing. Like that would be the job of a producer. If you had a producer up in the booth that you trusted, they're the ones that are supposed to tell you that's not working. You know,
gotcha.
If somebody hires me to go play whatever keyboard somewhere,
there's a hierarchy that is known between musicians that this person is supposed to want that says that it
Yeah.
sucks.
If you're a session guy, you collect the check and shut the fuck up. And you do the best you can.
So that being said, Corey Feldman is producing his own stuff, and sometimes he has a mild song that's decent, and then the rest of them are shit because he doesn't want to listen to anybody.
I believe that's true. He needs somebody to edit him, which is even in my stupid band. The other guy that my leftist, he was my guy for that. He would literally, I could tell if he looked at me a certain way. No, we didn't have to talk.
Yeah.
But I trusted him. If he said it wasn't good, I just moved right on. I said, okay, if he doesn't think it's good.
I think I'd have a problem with it if I was in some sort of position where well, I mean, in filmmaking and production, I mean, you work on shows because they're paying you, and you're not a story producer or something like that. But
like you were a PA,
the
right?
show is about. I wouldn't. Okay, so if Hustler magazine was doing a reality show and there was boobs and everything, and just fornicating fucking everywhere,
that sounds fun.
I would be uncomfortable being there constantly around it. Not that I don't want to, not that I wouldn't be like, that girl right there is freaking hot.
I hear what
not
you're
that I
saying.
wouldn't be doing that, but I would be uncomfortable.
I think with session musicians, I hear what you're saying, and that makes sense because you have personal kind of dignity. I think it's a session musician. You're more like a plumber than you are a musician. My pipe's
I
broken.
wouldn't
It
say
needs to be
anything
fixed.
during the time because I worked on shows that I necessarily agree with, but
sure.
If I had the choice not to work on it, I would. You know what I mean? Like I would
I get what you're saying.
pass.
You
as
have
opposed to like, what are you doing right now? Like, this is stupid. I wouldn't do that, but I would pass if I knew ahead of time what it was and if it was something I agreed with or didn't.
Well, so to your point, what you just said makes sense. If you're a session musician, you get to choose whether you take the session.
Yeah.
So you can do like you said, like I don't like country music. My integrity, I don't want to be a part of it.
Yeah.
But once you say I'm going to be there, then you got to be there, and you got to, your job is to play.
So if Corey Feldman calls you tomorrow and says, "I need a guy that's going to help me write a song and play guitar,"
help him write a
you about
song.
it?
Yeah, I would do it. I would I wouldn't
even know that you're stepping in potential landmine where Corey may not want to. In theory, he wants you to do it, but in practicality, would he listen to you?
See,
I'm not like a potential landmine is available, knowing that Corey Feldman may not listen to you.
I'm a good guitar player, but not good enough to be a session person. But if he called me hypothetically and said, "Hey, Mike, I heard whatever, No Disguise or some song," he goes, "It's pretty good songwriting. You want to do a collab on a song?" I'd give it a shot. Sure.
Okay.
Why not?
Knowing that you would have some sort of say so and you just weren't in the background. Just
yes. No, it would have to be, it's a co-write.
On your terms.
Yeah. No, I wouldn't just walk. No, I'm not going to have Corey Feldman boss me around. No.
No. You need to simmer down, Corey Feldman. You need to simmer that shit down.
You better check your tone, son.
So yeah, that's our Corey Feldman clip of the week.
We are just characters in the day's brand new scene. We do our best to sing the words and the stations in between.
All right, you know me, Derek. I got to take a quick break. I'll have my audio up. I'll be back in 30 seconds.
Let me put this up. I gotta get rid of it anyway. Okay, so I'll do the spiel. Please like and subscribe to the channel. We talk about the old guy stuff sometimes. We talk about for the most part, we talk about film, we talk about television, movies. Sometimes we do reaction videos to complete idiots getting in trouble, or sometimes we go off the rails. But please like and subscribe to the channel. And we're building a community and cool people, and please be a part of it. So Julio would be coming back here in a second. So okay, let me share this, and I want to wait for him to come back, because I want to talk about this, because this was a big deal back in the day. This was a big deal. Yeah. All right. So back in the 80s, this was cable television was around. Oh, there you are. I was kind of waiting for you
Yes.
because this is
Yeah. I heard you say I want Julio here because this is something old that we're about to talk about. So I
correct.
appreciate that, Derek. Thanks.
Do you remember when baby Jessica in the 80s fell into a well and it was on television for like 4 days straight?
Housewives were
life
watching.
stopped.
Housewives were watching this shit 24/7. Baby Jessica. Sure. I remember that.
I remember, like, you could not change the channel without it being on. And
Mhm.
then I was being babysat by my grandmother, my mom's mom, and she was playing it 24/7. Like, I couldn't get away from it. And it was like, please rescue this girl so that I don't have to keep listening to this.
It's a very negative environment.
I
we
was
watch
a
some
little kid. I
cartoons?
was a little- So
Yeah.
I've got a video kind of talking about that incident, and then I have another video. So
Okay.
On a crisp October day, 37 years ago, an 18-month-old little girl fell
37 years ago. Can you believe that shit?
Fuck my life.
Yeah.
into an abandoned well in Midland, Texas.
Now, she was known as Baby Jessica, and the story of her ordeal and the efforts to rescue her are the focus of tonight's Backstory with Bob Buckaloo.
A desperate mother searched for news that her daughter is still alive.
I remember all this shit, man, where everybody's desperate and the mom is freaking out and the dad is going and hugging her and can we save her and she's moving and I mean like it was like, oh, she's breathing. Everybody's just like, oh my God, she's breathing. Oh my God.
The women love this shit.
Yeah.
This is like white women
as
Batman.
workers
totally was for sure.
try to save the life of a toddler.
Meanwhile, this guy's just sucking his coffee down as she's like panicking. He's just like, hey, what's up, guys?
Yeah, I don't know. She might be. I'm on my union break. Bothering me.
Who fell into an old well. 18-month-old Jessica McClure fell 22 feet down a dark shaft while playing in her aunt's backyard near Midland. The opening was only 8 inches wide, far too small for rescuers to enter. There was no easy solution to pull her out. The plan, drilling a wider shaft next to the well, then drilling a tunnel to connect the two wells. It would be a lengthy process because of the hard rock. After the first day, the family and rescue workers grew more desperate. Was she still alive? To find out, a technician...
The haircuts, man, the haircuts. That's complete 80s shit. You know?
Yeah, no doubt.
Lowered a microphone into the well, and to everyone's surprise, they heard her singing to herself at times. Medical personnel decided not to send food or water to her, fearing if she had internal injuries, it would do more harm than good. But time was running out. 1 day passed, then a second day, still trapped underground. Then, 58 hours after baby Jessica fell into the well, some say a miracle, Jessica was rescued.
I remember that shit. And then there was music videos that had that.
Oh, yeah.
Michael Jackson had a video that had baby Jessica in it. Like, it was a big deal.
I'd be mad if I was the foreman of that crew. Like, no, it wasn't a miracle. Me and my boys been here fucking digging holes and shit for the past 2 days, you motherfucker. What about me?
There she is.
Me.
She's got a
I just love the haircuts and the
bandage on her head from what I can see. I see her eyes open, I think. I see some dried blood on her cheek. I think her eyes are open. Oh, boy.
Jessica was rushed to a hospital and received treatment for a head injury and cuts and bruises. Doctors removed part of her foot because of gangrene, but she had survived.
Aw.
Then, for some, another miracle. Just 1 month after the rescue, Jessica left the hospital, limping,
I remember this
but in
too.
good spirits.
Like, it was a
She was
big
recently
freaking
quoted
deal.
saying that her life had been a miracle. And who could dispute that? Bob Buckaloo, KVUE News.
So the question that I have is, if you had a second chance on life, okay, would you just kind of do the same thing that you've always been doing, or would you maybe look at life a little bit different if you had a second chance on life?
Oh, boy. That's a very existential question. Generally speaking, my take on that is I wouldn't do anything different.
You
Because
would
then you
do
can
anything
start going
different?
back and no, because then you start going back and you start imagining different paths your lives could have gone down, and it's. I think it's a waste of mental space to think that way. I'm more trying to figure out how to make the rest of my life the best it can be than to go back and try to fix something I can't.
Do you think you would have like survivor's guilt, or do you think any of that type of stuff?
No,
Maybe.
I don't.
I hear my
I've been
voice
into.
echoing.
I have a very specific situation that I won't get into that I've been through where I could have survivor's guilt, but I don't think that way.
Yeah.
So no, I wouldn't. I've been through some rough stuff, but I would not change a thing. I don't think. I've had a lot of fun, Derek. I'll take it.
Okay. So this is Baby Jessica.
After crawling inside a narrow well in Midland, Texas. For nearly 60 hours, rescuers worked nonstop to save the little girl the world came to know as Baby Jessica.
Oh.
40 years later, Texas police are called to Jessica's residence about a domestic disturbance.
Why?
That's Baby Jessica.
This is why we can't have nice things, Derek. Why
No,
does it always
Baby
turn
Jessica
out like this?
is in an altercation with her husband.
Oh no! Don't you think she's been through enough, dude?
Because he's an abusive asshole. Okay, what happened tonight? He came in the house acting a fool about all kinds of crazy, stupid shit. I asked him to leave. He didn't want to leave. I put my hands on him and pushed him away and asked him to leave. He shoved me down and my grandson.
I could fix her, Derek.
Yeah, kind of shoved each other.
She's on my
going
fix
through this
list.
shit, man. She's been going on through this divorce and shit, whatever, separation.
All
and
right,
shit,
never mind. I hear
whatever.
you.
And she choked me, grabbed me, and like, what the man, you know? I'm just tired of this shit.
He's got 2 little scratches on his neck. I scratched him and I pushed him. He's been abusive most of our marriage. I just never turned him in.
Now she wants to be abusive. She's never put her hands on me before, but until now.
Does it make it her being the miracle child seem different now?
No, and I'll tell you. First off, low key shout out to an amazing channel name, Sergeant Pepper Spray. That's good stuff, man. Good stuff. So you know me, I 100% almost always side with the guy in these situations.
Yeah.
But I can't say what I want to say, Derek.
Well,
I'm a
we'll watch the video and then you can. Then
yeah, let me think about this for a minute.
More context.
Let me hold up on this.
Oh man, I'm like, I don't know what's going on here.
So this is where you and her
You know, Baby Jessica turned into a redneck. I know that.
Yeah, no kidding.
No, this is where I stay.
This is where you stay.
Yeah. We're separated, but we can't either one of us afford to live anywhere else. So I'll get barn and shit.
Been there.
Whatever,
I've been there.
Whatever. Shit, you know?
Were y'all both staying here tonight, or? This is my house. Okay. But legally, it's both of ours because we have a loan together, but it's mine. And are y'all legally married too, or y'all been together we're still for some time? Legally married. We've been separated for about 8 months, but he lives in the barn and I live inside the house with my kids. Okay, and he came inside the house tonight? Yes. Okay. He came in with a shitty attitude. I don't know if he's been drinking, if he's doing drugs, but he's not acting like his normal self. Okay. Which he's been mean and irate the whole time because he's not happy that...
I don't know how I feel about it because I don't know if it would be too much pressure trying to live up to something with being so polarizing when you were a little kid, being surviving something that could have ended your life in 2 seconds.
At some point,
you think there'd be too much pressure to actually make something out of your life or something?
I think we've discussed this with other videos we've watched where there's
Almost
point
like
in your life.
Like Michael Jackson's kids. Is there any kind of pressure for them to do something?
Well,
It's
that's
kind of the
different
same
because
thing, right?
the eyes of the world are on Michael Jackson's kids, and they're cognizant of it. When the eyes of the world were on Baby Jessica, she probably doesn't remember a damn thing because she was whatever.
Oh, she probably
one,
does. And
right?
somebody who's 30 years and under probably have no idea who this is.
Yeah, and at some point in your life, you can say, okay, I'm the way I am because of X, Y, and Z, but you've got to move on and stop being a victim to your past. Yeah. So,
dude, it's hard, man. I mean, it's
yeah.
I had cancer as a little kid. I mean, it it dictated my life for 9 years. It's hard to get past. It is.
Yeah, but
Because it's like you have little flashes. So it's like even if you want to try to get past it, you have little memory flashes where it's like you can't, it's not necessarily you can't get over it. It's almost like the memories kind of they start fading over time, but there's still things that you still remember pretty vividly. You know what I mean?
I think this will.
It's not
chart what I'm about to
PTSD, but
say.
it's I don't know.
Memories are hard to get past, and
yeah,
I would say, like for instance, this past Sunday, I spent the day with my ex and the kids, almost all of them, all but one who's in Tennessee, and it was great. It was so great that it was too great because it sucked me back, and I'm like, this is what it should
When it
be.
used to be good. You remember that during that time. You remember when it was good.
It was good on Sunday. Everybody getting along.
And you're always gonna have
chatting.
a fondness because that's your
Yes.
baby mama. I mean, not necessarily your baby mama, but that's your
No, you're right. You're
your
right, and
former
it's hard.
wife, and that's the mother of your children. So there's always going to be something that sucks you back in.
Yes. Then I do my best
'Cause you're
to.
tied to them regardless if you want to or not.
That's right. So she's tied to her past, whether she remembers it or not, in a way.
Yeah.
Here's my thing there, though, real quick. So they're cohabitating, even though they're going through a separation, which is something that I did. My first wife said, I don't want you anymore. You need to leave. And I told her to fuck off. I'm staying. And then she goes, well, you can't sleep in the bed. And I'm like, well, I'm sleeping in the bed. You're welcome if you want. So she slept somewhere else. I'm like, I'm not leaving. I own the house. My name's on the
paid
loan.
for
Yeah. So I'm not going anywhere.
Yeah.
I'm sorry you don't like me, but I'll be here if you need me. So I get where this guy is coming from. But from an aesthetics point of view, he looks like a complete dirtbag.
Oh, he does. He looks.
And she's kind of cute, which shouldn't matter, but
Really?
I mean, you know,
you
I'm
get the
just
hots for
saying.
baby Jessica?
A little bit. But
She
anyway,
might be
let's
all right
see.
if she was like done up, but she's got like a sweatshirt on and she's all.
But I'm saying, yeah.
I left him. We're just legally bound here, and I can't make him leave, and he can't make me leave.
Right. Haha.
So I was trying
There
to
you
be
go.
nice and coexist.
I just need somebody to talk to her and tell her off and keep her hands off me. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah, I do.
Because I don't want to be an asshole and me go to jail for defending myself. You feel me? And I'm tired of it, man. I'm tired of her abuse, and I'm tired of her shit. I mean, look what she did to me. I see it.
It was just the simple fact that I didn't want to have a conversation with him because he came into my room in the middle of the night last night, bitching me out
I'm
about
sorry, whose
everything that's
room?
been going on.
Whose room?
And so
I'm
I
sorry.
told him that if he wanted to fight,
He still has a key to the house because he's still co-owner of the house. So he,
As far as I'm
probably
concerned, that
roams
means
around that shit.
that means it's his room too. I'm getting
Yeah.
triggered now, Derek, because I just told you I spent a wonderful day with my old family on Sunday, and now I'm reliving.
This is not a triggering one.
Well, it is to me because I lived like there was some shit that I went through that
this
was
situation.
the cops involved. Yeah, oh yeah.
just didn't have the energy to do it. Okay. So that made him
So
mad.
did the scratching happen tonight or last night?
No, it happened tonight.
Tonight, okay.
He got in my face, was yelling and screaming about how he was going to be an asshole and he was going to go back to being a dick and being a bitch about everything. And I asked him to just leave and leave shit alone. And he got up
Nope.
in my face. And so I went to push him away from me and I accidentally scratched him on his neck when I pushed him away.
He seems like a bless you heart though.
Yeah, see, I've
Where
about
she's
had it.
nice, and then just like the freaking.
Derek, you fucking nailed it. I've about had it with her. The last 10 seconds, I'm like, nope. I'd be like, well, the door's
Like
right
she's
there.
nice,
Why don't you
and then
walk
all
out
a
of
sudden
it?
She has her moments where she's a fucking cunt. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Just go, if you're not happy, you can leave. I'm not leaving. And that's the only thing you can do. I have
Yeah.
lots of friends going through divorces with the house, and I'm like, do not leave the house. Do not abandon the house. You stay there. If your name's on it, it's your house.
And then he shoved me down into my 1-year-old grandson.
So what happened? We got to arguing about some shit, whatever. I don't know. She blew shit out of proportion, whatever. I was like, you know what?
I'm not gonna lie, his pad is kind of cool.
I could
It's
definitely
rustic
live
and
there.
dirty, but it's kind of cool.
Look where I live. That's like an upgrade. That's amazing.
Whatever. So my daughter-in-law says, hey, y'all.
It's one of those things where it's like it's dirty, but you can kind of see like he's got everything just in the right place. Like everything is in a certain spot. You know what I mean? So it's like a man cave
You're
kind
right.
of thing.
It may look like a mess to us, but I guarantee this dude knows exactly where everything is.
Exactly.
You're right.
Exactly.
Yeah. All right, I'm coming around on this guy.
Arguing in front of my baby, my grandbaby. And I said, I don't give a shit. That's all I said. And so she grabs me, my wife grabs me, and get the out of here.
And so far, 4 minutes in, there's only one person that has scratches on them. Just saying.
Yeah.
There's only one person.
Yeah. He's a victim of assault, as far as I'm concerned.
Like what? That's it.
And no, I shouldn't have.
Oh, for
Sorry.
fuck's sake, this old bit.
Comes the waterworks.
shouldn't have
Oh,
pushed
I've
him
been.
up,
Oh, God, Derek, I've been there.
I'm tired of being afraid of him.
Should have left her in the well.
Went outside and shit.
She hasn't brought up the tragedy. You might be right. It might be something that she just doesn't think about because she was so young.
No, I'm on team this guy all the way now because I've seen all this bullshit.
I came out here and then she's out here, coming out here, and whatever.
We'll kind of stick in the middle because it might turn. You never know.
Okay. All right. You're right. I'll keep an open mind.
Man, just leave and shit. And that's all. That's all.
You didn't touch her at all?
Nah, I didn't touch her, man. Hell no.
Okay.
Right.
She touched me first. She grabbed me and shit and everything, and I just stepped back and I was like, you know what? It's time to come out of the restroom, man. That dude, you know, just walk out, man. You know what I'm saying?
Dude, the chimney thing that's in the background right there. That shit right there is like $600-700.
Yeah.
And everything, and I just.
I think you should build a well in the front yard. That'd be when she's not looking.
Scare the shit out of her.
Take care of that shit.
She has PTSD. She starts.
Yeah. Yeah, I made you a little bed down there. You want to sleep down there?
Like kryptonite.
That dude, you know, just walk out, man. You know what I'm saying?
When he pushed you down, how do you push you down?
They just full front pushed me down.
Nope,
With
don't
both
believe
hands
it.
open?
Yes. Yeah,
Nope.
he didn't hit me tonight.
Did it cause you pain when he pushed you down?
No, no.
Okay, did you want to pursue charges?
I don't know, ma'am.
Okay.
I just.
Derek.
And you said there's been a history of abuse between the two of y'all, or between
between the two of us, but it's always been him.
Okay. So, but you just never reported it?
No. Okay. My daughter-in-law called the law on him the last time, but I called him back and told him not to come.
Okay.
Well, whose fault is that?
Okay. Give me just 1 second, okay?
Why would? Okay, so if you're in a domestic abuse situation, why would you not at least want it documented? And this is just my opinion, because she is just as much a problem as he is, and she doesn't want that shit in the fucking papers.
I agree with you 100%.
I'm not saying that he's a bad one, but I think she's cognizant of her name, and if she keeps calling the law, they're going to start looking into her as well.
Yeah. See, I'm still on team him at the moment.
So far, yeah, baby Jessica's taking the L here.
She's taking the L. Yeah, my man's stacking dubs.
You said you want to talk to her about something and she
Man, I
got
just
fit.
wanted to talk to her how my day went.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? Just how my day went, because I was gone all day and shit, you know, do my thing. It's kind of like what we do, I guess, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
She had a shitty attitude, I guess, because her boyfriend was ignoring her. I don't know. No, dude, to be honest with you.
She was admitting to scratching him. She said he got in her face, and she pushed him out of her face, and when she did, she scratched his neck.
Well, that's
After she
assault.
scratched his neck, he pushed her down. She doesn't want to pursue.
Lock her up with Kim
I don't
Mathers.
know. I need to make sure I asked her the cost of
Can you
pain. She
imagine
said she
this
got
cell with just Kim Mathers and freaking baby Jessica in the same cell?
Yeah, I can't lie. The only reason I was on her side at the beginning is she has big cans. I'll just be straight up front with it.
And did you feel a little something, a little sympathetic because she's baby Jessica?
For a minute until she started talking, and I went, I've been in this almost exact situation.
pushed her down into her grandson, but her grandson didn't get hurt. Grant and him went down back to the barn, so I'll just get on here.
She just grabbed me from my throat and shoved me back, and I just kind of pushed her, kind of just shoved her back and stuff, and
fair.
You know,
basically get off of
get off of me.
Mm-hmm.
And she fell on. She kind of slipped back fell on.
It is interesting as they're going back and forth with their stories, and their stories coincide, so you can tell that they're not really lying.
That's what happened to me when I was in the situation. The
So
cops
they're
came
both
in.
telling the truth. I don't see both of them kind of deceiving. They're just like each story is fitting the other person's story.
Here's the difference. And this is, I'm telling you, Derek, I've been here. I've had cops in my house, one cop with my ex, one cop with me in the other room. What he's doing is he's explaining exactly what happened, right?
Yeah.
This is what happened tonight. What she's doing is saying, well, he used to do this and he used to be like this. And then she cries.
Well, he didn't hit me tonight.
Right.
Did you hear her say that? Yeah.
Yeah. Which really, who cares? The cops got called for what happened tonight. And tonight, you assaulted him.
Well, because she's trying to slip it in there that she's not the bad person.
Of
So that's
course
why
not,
she's
because
like,
they're...
No, sometimes he hits me. You didn't do it
when-
tonight, but back in the day he did. Well, when that happened? Maybe last year. You know what I mean? It's one of those things where it's like, the more that you ask questions, the more it's like, oh, it happened like 2 years ago. It's like 2 years ago.
She's trying to justify her doing something to this guy. And she's trying to get people to believe in her side, whereas he's just like,
This
she
happened.
came at me and scratched me and I pushed
her. And yeah.
Yeah, she's a bitch. Whatever. It fucking happens. I ain't leaving.
Yeah.
Top of my baby, you know, but there was nothing, you know, whatever. But, you know, because it shocked me, you know. I'm like, my daughter-in-law was there. She's just arguing about dumb shit. No, it's always about nothing, dude.
Do you want
Where's
to
his
press charges?
GoFundMe?
Or do you want to press charges, or do you just want?
You
just
should
want
say
to
yes,
separate
dude.
How you want it?
Say yes.
Maybe Jessica's taking the L right now.
It's a slam
Nope.
dunk.
You shake your head now.
Oh,
I've been trying to get this mother for 20 years. You know what I'm saying?
I hear you.
Dude, you good? I understand.
Nah, I hear him,
6
man.
months ago, I turned myself into oceans because of this shit. And
Oh, okay. Hold up. That's a turn.
You see what I'm saying?
Oceans is probably what, rehab?
Yeah. Okay.
I
Well, that
guess.
changes. That maybe. I'm trying to just judge this on this particular video. I guess I'll
Okay.
say. But yeah, that's not good. That's not good.
A part of me wants to say,
See in the background it says Coke Boulevard.
I didn't notice that, but that's a good
on
look.
that one.
press charges, but at the same time, I don't want to be a dick, man. You understand that?
I understand.
You have to be, dude.
My daughter-in-law was in the house when he pushed me.
My guy's killing me.
Would they be willing to come in? The adults speak to us.
Oh, okay. All right.
You like over here, that'd be great.
I thought the daughter was tiny.
Damn. She doesn't have to worry about falling down a well.
She was in her
Yeah, she doesn't have to worry about a well.
She definitely let me do it. When you saw her grab the nail by his throat, was she like, did you see her like putting pressure into him or
I'm
something?
assuming that's grandbaby.
Sorry about that.
Oh, it's fine. Let it all out, man.
Man, you shouldn't bring the kids involved. I mean,
It's
right.
hard. It's hard,
Yeah,
man.
I would.
After 20 years, when you love the woman for 20 years, and then she treats you like this. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
And I'm trying to keep the faith. Maybe we can get back together.
And God, with the relationship, yes, I understand. You got to take a lot of prayer. It takes a lot of prayer. And it got to be both of y'all. You get what I'm saying? You keep praying. And I promise God going to work in your faith.
Man,
Yeah, all right.
I haven't prayed.
Can you pause real quick?
in a
Because I
long
had something
time
to say about
until
this.
Uh-oh. You don't like the preaching cop?
No. I have no problem with that. I was him. What he needs to realize in this moment in time is she's done with you, no matter what you think, and she is not on your side. So he should have, and I should have, pressed charges. You have to go on the offense, but it's so hard when you're with somebody for 25 years or 20 years and they turn on you like that. It's
Yeah.
like you don't believe it. You're like, but they're way past it by that point. So I
So he
empathize
takes
with
a-
this
he
guy
takes an L
actually
for
a
not
lot.
press charges.
I mean, I get it. I wouldn't have, I would have been like him.
Yeah.
But coming from it, 20 years down the road and knowing what I went through afterwards, it would have been a better idea to say, yeah. Because it's a war now. He doesn't know it yet, but it is.
He's helping me.
Let me tell you, folks starting to think when they pray and they ain't done the answer, it ain't working. You keep doing, you keep praying, you keep going. Pray for her, pray for your family, your grandkids, pray for everything.
I pray for her all the time, but yeah,
All right. That's nice of the cop to say that.
You know the hardest part about this?
I do.
Is seeing her with another man.
Well, I didn't see that.
We've been separated for 9 months. 9 months, barely. How hard do you think that is?
I understand.
You know, fighting, I struggle every day.
You don't want to press charges?
And this might be a sexist take. Women have more opportunities to get with a guy than guys have with a girl.
Mm-hmm.
So baby Jessica she took another L, because it's one of those things where it's like, what you were saying, if she wasn't done with this guy, she would have enough respect not to go date somebody.
You're correct.
She did.
He's in her rear view, and he doesn't know that quite yet.
So if she's going on dates with some other random fucking schwanzes, then he needs to get over it.
He's literally me back then. Won't leave the house, refuses to believe it's over. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what I want, man. It's already shit. And if I feel that if I do this, then it's going to be even worse.
Yep.
You feel me?
Yes, sir.
I don't know what to do, man, but I don't want to be in this abusive shit anymore. You know?
So if you don't press charges, if you press charges, she go to jail, of course. If you don't press charges, I can I can talk to her and be like, hey, be glad that he didn't press charges on you, because you would have been going to jail.
Not going to make a
let
difference.
her know straight up how it is and how it was going to be. You get what I'm saying?
Well, she's a bitch to me, or whatever. But like you said, I have that faith and I have God on my side.
Yes, sir.
And I don't want to be that asshole.
I understand. You trying to do everything the godly way.
Everything that I'm trying to be, you know.
You usually watch it in the background. It looks like Little House on the Prairie or something.
I don't know, man. I'm totally engaged in this. I'm dying for this guy right here.
Yeah, yes, sir.
You're right or die for this
mad
guy.
at me.
That's my boy right there.
I took her to jail, but at the same time, I feel deep inside me that maybe she needs this.
D-cups will do that to you, brother. I hear you.
You tell me.
Sir, I can't.
Been there, brother.
I can't. You know what I mean? I can't.
It's hard to resist them.
It is.
It is.
But like I
I've
said,
been in this
if you say you
situation,
don't
but I've
want
been
to
in
press
that
charges,
situation where it's hard to resist.
you know, I guess you could say put some fear in. You know, let her know. You know what I mean?
And it's not gonna get better, man.
No, you're right about that, dude.
You know what I'm saying? It's not. She came in here earlier too after this shit, said she wanted me dead, and she wanted. I would be happy if you could just die and shit like that. How am I supposed to react to that?
You pray for.
That doesn't work. She's the devil right now.
Something more.
You have something more now?
Maybe she's gonna verify with the daughter that witnessed everything, because daughter was saying that. But
type person where it's like she's nice to your face, and then the fucking devil comes out.
You know what, Derek? That's how it felt. It felt like my ex was possessed out of nowhere, just changed completely. Like it was a whole different person in her.
It's wild.
It's yeah.
Female ended up putting her hands like on his throat.
And you never saw signs. It was just all of a sudden, like out of nowhere. It's like what?
Well, looking back, I probably should have noticed something. But when you're in a relationship with somebody for almost a quarter of a decade, and that change happens within over a 5-month period,
okay,
you just kind of go, something's off, but
you're
it'll be
complicit
okay.
because you've been with the person for so long.
Yes, and by the time you get to the point where you realize that you're screwed, it's too late. So, like I'm telling you, Derek, I know I've said that guy is he. I feel this guy. I really do. I hope that bitch burns in hell.
Yeah, that's what we're
She ain't the mother of my kids,
never
Derek.
mind. I'm just gonna hang up on you because now apparently the story's changed.
Yeah, so we're getting a little more info.
This female put her hands on his throat.
That's what Blankenstock was saying when she was talking with the daughter.
Daughter-in-law?
Yeah, daughter-in-law.
Like I said, there's only one person that has marks on
So
it.
after
on
the male
body.
pushed the female into the grandson, what happened?
He just started crying frantically, and I picked him up, and that's when I got my husband. And I walked away. He came to my room.
Okay.
When I feel
that's a problem.
the the overthinking, the anxiety, the burdens, this sadness, this stress, everything. I ask him.
Yes, sir. You keep praying. No, you don't ever stop that. I appreciate that. Yes, sir.
You know what? This cop's doing the
That's
right
gonna
thing.
get better in your favor. I promise. Yeah, what comes with prayer? God knows what he's doing.
This cop's a good cop.
Yes, sir. Let him work.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
Hello.
That's what you need to hear. Some
Your name?
reassuring shit.
Jessica? Yes. Hi, Jessica. I just want to get what happened from your perspective.
Can I get your autograph? You were the
He
well
just
baby,
came
right?
in a little more irate than he has
You're
been
the
lately.
well baby.
And he was arguing
I like
with
his
me
decor.
because
I'm gonna
he'd
give him
come
that.
in earlier and told me to.
It's crazy that she was the well baby that could have died. And what happened? She went into a relationship and become fucking.
Yeah, like I said, Derek, I don't know what he was like 6 months prior or her, but I'm just saying, based on what I'm hearing and based on what I'm seeing, my man's stacking dubs so far. So far.
Thank you. Keep praying. Don't give up. You're gonna make it.
I believe in him.
Yes, sir.
I haven't in a long time, man, and I do
This
now.
is the best cop of all time, by the way.
And I get what you're saying about you want your woman.
I wish the
you
cop I
know,
dealt with
together,
said that to me.
Oh, really?
Lord
You know what he said?
but-
Yes, sir.
He said, "Doesn't matter if she attacked you,
Yes,
you
sir.
have to leave the house."
You keep praying.
And I said, I didn't do anything. He goes, "Yeah, but she could quote fall down the stairs
Well, it's my
and call us, and you'd be in." I said, "Okay." So I wound up staying at my mom's house that night.
Yes, sir.
Jessica was charged with assault causing bodily injury involving family violence, a Class A misdemeanor under Texas law. Authorities say she was later released after posting bond, and as of now, no trial date or final court outcome has been publicly announced. If convicted, the charge could carry up to 1 year in jail and a fine of up to $4,000.
I mean, if she's never been arrested before, then the chances of that happening are probably slim to none.
Nah, it's the guy's gonna get fucked in the end anyway. But at least he stood up for himself. I appreciate that, and that cop was great.
So did that bring you back a little bit?
A little too much.
But
it's okay.
I didn't anticipate you on the content of it. I just was like, "Ah, baby Jessica turned out to be a freaking weirdo."
No. I was all when you go through shit that I've gone through, and you see other guys that are going through it. It's like you've been in the army together in a way. You feel like sort of like I meet people who are divorced, and I'm like, all right, I already kind of get you, brother. Like off the step one. But whatever. But that was an interesting video, though. I enjoyed watching it.
Yeah. Okay, so Michael Francis. I like Michael Francis.
Oh yeah, he's the old mobster, right? That has the YouTube channel. Okay,
He's got
cool.
a YouTube channel.
I watch him all the time.
He made a comment about Vegas was better when the mob was actually running it.
I would agree with that.
What it is now.
I agree.
So
I think the
I was
streets.
like, wow.
Yeah. Let's see what he says.
Las Vegas. So now, Michael Francis isn't just someone who studied the mafia history of Las Vegas. He had a front row seat for it. The former Colombo crime family capo, nicknamed the Prince of the Mafia, was once one of the top mob earners in America, making
Look at him right there.
millions during the height of the mafia era. He had connections to the Vegas underworld, the casinos, the power players, the men who helped turn this desert town into Sin City. He's now a motivational speaker. He's an author. He's appeared at the Mob Museum. He helped develop the Plaza Hotel stage show, A Mob Story. So if you want someone who could take you inside the real story of the mob here in Las Vegas and all you need to know about it, we got him right here. Michael, thank you so much for coming. Welcome aboard my ship. Welcome aboard.
Thank you, Jesse. Never been on a pirate ship in my life, so it's a good place to start.
Oh, he must be at Treasure
Sometimes
Island.
dreams can come true. Let me ask you this. You're here. Vegas in the 70s and 80s looked a lot different. I mean, talk to us about why it looked so different, why it was different, and what was the mob's role in Sin City back in the day?
Honestly, Jesse, we built Vegas. I mean, no question about that. You know, when Lucky Luciano and Meyer Lansky left Cuba after the revolution, we're into gambling, so where do you go? You go where it's legal. And we all came to Vegas. And of course, you know the story with Buzzy Siegel, you know, with the Flamingo. And so the New York crew, New York guys started it. And then guys from the Midwest, you know, the Kansas City crew came in here, Chicago. But they built this town with mainly with pension fund money, Teamster money. And that's how it grew.
Do they still have a role in it today, as far as you know?
You know, A lot of the services, who brings the napkins into the casinos, who does certain things like that. Yes, but as far as controlling the casinos, no more.
It's romanticized in a big way. Look at Casino. I've seen it 1,000 times. When you see that,
the people putting the stuff on the table, are they Teamsters?
Yeah, they're probably some sort of employees union, and the mob still has their clause in some of that. But I think what he's saying is the mob isn't skimming off the top in the bank room anymore of these casinos.
Well, and prostitution is kind of legal in Vegas
Sort
as
of.
well, right?
It's not legal in Vegas City, but it's legal outside of Vegas in Nevada. But believe me, Derek, I've been to Vegas 5 or 6 times. There's whores in the elevator at 2:00 in the morning. You can't escape them.
Yeah.
and particularly, its connection to Las Vegas. How does it make you feel? What do you think about that?
Jesse, you ask anybody that was around during that era, 60s, 70s, 80s, it was a better town.
Really?
Yeah, it really was. I mean, you didn't have all the restrictions, the regulations. Things were more relaxed. It's cheaper. I mean, we didn't soak people the way they're soaking people out here today, but it just was.
I mean, when you invite corporations in, this is what happens to it.
I agree. That's
basically
exactly what happened.
It boils down to. I don't know if the mob just lost control of it and corporations took over, or the mobs were forced to get rid of it because they were being all put in jail.
I think it's both. I think the corporations brought money in, and with that brought law enforcement to, and it's easier to catch a crook in 2000 than it was in 1967.
Yeah, true.
A better run town, even entertainment wise. You had the Rat Pack back then, and they would come and do us favors, in various casinos. It was just run better. At least I felt that way. And a lot of people that you ask that were just around during that time will tell you the same thing.
Now, you were very generous with your time today because you actually went on a tour of different sites. And one of the things that people should know is the Dunes, right? The Dunes Hotel and Casino. It's now the Bellagio. It was set up, I think, in 1955. It was demolished in 1993.
Right.
That was like the haven for New York Mafia. You went on the grounds today. I want to play it, and let's talk about it on the other side.
Hey, I'm standing in front of the Bellagio Hotel, which was once the site of the Dunes Hotel, and it was a real hot spot when we ran this town. And you could talk to anybody that was around during the 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s. It was a better town when we controlled it. Forget corporate America. The mob runs things well when it comes to gambling. And a lot of history in this particular place. The mob got involved here after the Cuban crisis, the revolution there. We left there, we came here, and we established it because gambling was legal. Major business of the mob. We run it better than anybody. Don't let anybody tell you any different. A lot of history here. Raymond Patriarca, who was the boss of New England, he put up the money here. He had a front man there. And then it evolved. Eventually, guys in Chicago took it over. Jimmy Hoffa put $5 million in the hotel. He had one of his guys running it, Alan Dorfman. Alan Dorfman was the guy, if you saw Casino, the guy Andy Stone. He was the guy that got killed. It was Alan Dorfman ran this place. And people, let me just tell you, it was a better town when we ran it. Don't think that we're all gone. We'll never leave a place where we got gambling coming to us easily. And we still have some of the services. Watch where your pillows and pillowcases and napkins are coming from. It's all mobbed up, but it's a great city. But bring the mob back. I'm telling you, you'll enjoy it more. You'll have better entertainment. See you later.
I mean,
so when you look back on that, and then you're commenting on it now, I mean, do you still see certain properties here today that, haven't been torn down, but still have that connection to old Vegas?
Well, the Sahara, it's been redone. They did a good job there, but that was a hot spot for sure. I mean, all the greatest entertainment. The Rat Pack used to be there.
Flamingo.
A lot of guys hung out there, and a lot of guys still go there.
Right.
The presence is a little bit different. And it all, it started to go downhill for the mob in the 80s when the FBI got involved. I think, that we went to Lake Mead today.
I want to talk about that. So obviously we go back to Casino, right? Joe Pesci's character.
Lake Mead is where they basically just have them swimming with the fishes, right? Where they break up their feet and then just throw them in Lake Mead.
Pretty much. If the mob wanted you gone back then, you were gone.
I mean, because there's no ocean, so the closest place for you to swim with the fishes is Lake Mead.
Yep. I say his point. First off, Michael Franze, he is 75 years old. Again, looks great.
Yeah, he looks pretty great. You said 76?
Yeah. So I think to his point is Vegas was run better when it was run with an iron fist. like almost
Yeah.
a dictatorship. Because I've been to Vegas, and the last time I went there, some of the areas are really sketchy nowadays. And if the mob was there, they wouldn't
That
be
would
sketchy.
happen. Yeah,
They'd clear that shit out. So I agree with him.
Yeah, it seems well because the corporations are not too concerned about safety and crime. They're just worried about making their bottom line, whatever their money is.
Right. Whereas the
And it
mob
seems like
treat
that comes with Vegas. That comes with any big city.
Yeah.
Where it's like people want to blame corporations, but corporations are not responsible for public safety and cleanliness. They are basically there to make their bottom line, and that's about it.
Well, the mob was also there for the bottom line, but the mob was more people facing. Like they were there with the people, whereas corporations just have, accountants on the 17th floor of some building somewhere counting the numbers. I mean, if you talk to people who grew up with Al Capone in Chicago, people loved him.
Yeah.
Because you know what wouldn't happen on the street in Chicago? Women wouldn't get mugged.
Nope.
Because
Rapes
people
wouldn't
knew
happen because if it happened, they'd break his legs.
That's right. And they kept the streets safe. Now, were they criminals? Yeah. But
Yeah.
I don't know.
But it's one of those things where it's like lesser of two evils, and they decided the mob was the more evil than the lesser, and now we're seeing the lesser.
Yep. No, yeah. I agree. God, I miss Vegas.
Was killed in a cornfield, but
you can't wear those shorts in Vegas, dude.
Has been synonymous with bodies being there. I think they just pulled somebody in a barrel from the 70s or 80s. I mean, I just want to play that for everybody to see. The lake.
Hold up, they pulled a barrel out of the lake. Is that what he said?
Hey, it happens. What are you gonna do?
Mead location that you went to.
Swimming with the fishes.
Well,
Look at how
here
nice
I am
everybody
at
was
Lake
dressed
Mead
back
of
then.
all places, and you might wonder, what would I be doing here? What would I be doing down here? Well, this got a real history. It's got a history in Vegas, a history with the mob. This was actually the first or the biggest man-made reservoir in the whole country. But there's an interesting story behind it. Back in the day when the mob was really prominent here, 70s, 80s, 60s even, this was allegedly a mob burial ground. They put the bodies in here.
There you go, Derek.
And I can tell you from experience and from what I've heard over the years, that's a pretty good statement, pretty factual statement. But why would they come here? Well, very simple. They don't want to put bodies in Vegas on the Strip where, we used to deal quite a bit when we controlled this city, and we really controlled this city. That happened right after the revolution in Cuba, and the New York guys, Luciano, Meyer Lansky, Bugsy Siegel, they came out here and really started the presence. Then the Midwest took over, Chicago, Kansas City, Cleveland.
And you're not going to get the support from some of the celebrities that they wanted to if there's bodies that are being thrown out of the front door.
Not nowadays.
So they were really discreet. Not now, because it's all about the dollar now. If you pay somebody enough money, they're gonna say whatever you want them to say.
At least the mob, this was their house almost. And
there was a code, even though they were criminals. There was a code.
They were, as in D&D terms, lawful evil. They were bad guys, but there was a code. You knew what you were getting if you did something. I'd love for them to
big
run
history,
Vegas again.
but Lake Mead was very important because if you drove down here with me, you'd understand why.
It's my people.
Nobody's coming here, no law enforcement. At night, pitch dark. You had to get rid of a body, dispose of it. This is where it went. And then something crazy happened. In 2022, the lake kind of receded. Nature did that, and bodies started popping up.
Whoops.
And they found one in a solid drum. And that was the way we used to dispose of bodies. I can say that. I think people know that. And I think allegedly it was a guy by the name of Pappas who was skimming. And
he did something wrong.
He got on the wrong side of the mob. Maybe he was taking a little bit too much money. But he had a resort here that he used to work with. And finally it caught up to him. And I think he might be the guy. They're doing DNA testing on it now. Who knows if it's going to show up or not. But this is a real historical place, and I think people are getting to understand that. I would have never come here before unless I had business to do, but fortunately that never happened for me. I want to make that clear. But, there's an old saying that says what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas until the FBI got involved in the 80s, and then it doesn't quite go that way. So really interesting story, though.
Can I ask you a question?
Sure thing.
How much do you spend on groceries?
I like that he definitely mentioned that I had nothing to do with it, but
I had nothing to do with swimming with the fishes. Just putting it out there.
I don't know. There's something to be said about just ruling that town with an iron fist, getting rid of the riffraff that are hurting your business. If somebody does something wrong, oh, they did something wrong. If I think I'm getting thrown in an oil barrel into Lake Mead, I'm not doing anything wrong. I'll behave myself.
That's what I heard back then.
Okay.
You know, he ran a place called I think it was the Echo Resort, and it was near Lake Mead.
Okay.
And they caught him skimming or whatever, and then all of a sudden he's gone.
Do you have an idea who it could be if it's not him?
Nah, I don't know nothing.
Okay. All right.
I knew
By
that
the way,
was coming.
skimming. I talked about the video. How exactly does skimming work?
1 for me, 2 for you.
That's
1
right.
for me, 2 for you.
That's it.
How else do you think it worked?
Well, listen,
What
when
a
you have
dope.
a hotel, and you got a lot of cash coming in, and you got accountants that work for you. Very, very simple. You know, I was in the gasoline business. Basically, we were defrauding the government out of tax on every gallon of gasoline.
I'm
Ran
down
that
with that.
operation for 8 months. Why? Because I had a lot of cash. I had accountants that were cooking the books, so to speak, and you're able to dispose of it. You take off the top. And nobody does that better than we do. And again, significant amount of cash coming in. So without explaining the whole, process,
I wish I had money.
it's fairly easy to do.
So where do you see Vegas going? I mean, in terms of the mafia's role, or just where you see the city going as it changes rapidly. I mean, I've been coming here since 1996. It looks radically different from then as well.
I mean, I think corporate America is here to stay. I don't think you'll see a mob presence here heavily at any point in time. You got the mob museum here. That's about the closest to the mob you're going to get. You know, again, what happened in my former life,
right?
The RICO statute came in.
Yep.
A lot of people want to say John Gotti destroyed the life. John didn't do it, you know, any justice at times, but it was really the RICO statute that did so much damage.
Yep.
And
hot take. Why don't they use the RICO status on Black Lives Matter, on Antifa, and these other groups? Why don't they pull the old RICO status statute from that for that?
RICO statute it opens up the ability to wiretap organizations.
Okay.
And
I'm sure they got people on the inside of those places.
I'm not sure BLM and Antifa is that organized domestically. I literally think it's run from outside this country. That's a hot take. There you go.
it still exists.
It's commies.
Not the way it
Derek,
was in
is
the
what I'm
70s
saying.
and 80s. So I don't think you'll see it here.
Listen, Michael, thank you so much for coming on. We've been fighting the gnats during this whole interview. True professional. Michael Francis, thank you so much for coming on. I really.
Yeah, I thought that was kind of a fun video.
I loved it.
Yeah.
I hear what it like. Yeah, I think it would be better if the mob ran it. I agree with Michael.
Yeah,
it'd get rid of the riffraff. It's not safe in some places in Vegas anymore. It would be safe if they were there.
Okay, so there is a story that I think we covered it when we first started doing YouTube.
All right.
About a black rapper in Detroit where she's a big woman and she got kicked out of an Uber because the Uber guy is like, you can't fit in my car, and I've got like stuff that I can't have you in my car. She screamed racism and all the isms, even though this girl is a large and in charge type person. We'll just say.
Yep. I don't remember what I had for breakfast yesterday, but I remember this video well. So yes. Oh Lord.
So now she said, screw it. I'm not going to do Uber. I'm not going to get Uber anymore. I'm going to get my own van and have somebody drive it for me.
Okay.
Bitch better have my money. Y'all should know me well.
I mean, look I can't hate her. She fixed her problem. She took some agency and now she's all good. Hope you don't have to lift her up in there.
This is a van. You think that she would take out the first row of seating and then just use like the middle seat as her where she sits? Why would you struggle with the first row of seating?
If she sat in the back, that van be popping wheelies all the way down the road. I don't know.
I mean, I would be customizing that shit. If I've got a fucking van and I'm using it as my ride, customize that shit.
This is a thing that there's a lot of fat acceptance streamers nowadays. Here's the thing, and I'm an overweight guy. It's not healthy. You should not be proud of it. You should try to change it.
It should be celebrated.
You should be ashamed.
Yeah.
I am. I hate being
She's
as
not
big
ashamed.
as I am.
She's trying to use it for every clout thing that she can get.
But it's going to kill her in the end.
Yeah.
You can't live to be 70 or 80 years old with that body type. You got to do something. It's like we were talking about earlier, like call an Uber, don't drive drunk, stop eating, don't be fat. It's not,
Well, let's say she wins her court case. She wins $5 million. They discriminated against her.
Sure.
What good is it if she's dead in 5 years because her body's basically just giving up?
That's a good point.
Like,
That's right.
what good is it? Like, what did you accomplish?
I don't know.
I don't understand 2026. It's all about the clout. It's not all about the list, like future.
Yeah, they're more worried about being looked at now than thought about later. Really?
Yeah. Oh, 5 years, I'm going to be dead. Okay, so then if you want money, who are you giving it to? You don't have a family. You alienated anybody that wanted to help you because you thought that they were fat shaming you. Next. You know what I mean? It's just, people are looking at the importance of something is more important than something else. I think it all is important. Your health is important. Like
full disclosure, I'm guilty of all of this. So I get it, but I'm not on. Well, actually, I'm on YouTube now that I think about it, but I'm not walking around saying, "Yay, I'm fat."
You don't need a van to get your ass from place to place.
Well, I don't get angry when people say you're overweight because I am. I'll accept that. It's not their fault. It's my fault.
Well, some of the Matrix are kind of messed up. I'm a big dude, okay?
Yeah.
I'm 6 foot, big dude.
Well, you're.
I was considered overweight when I was 14 years old because they say, well, 6 foot, you should be 190 pounds.
Yeah, whatever.
It's like at 14, I was 6 foot 240.
Jesus.
And I was playing baseball and working out and pretty decent shape. I wouldn't say I was in amazing shape, but I was in pretty decent shape. And I was still considered obese because of the metrics that they have for this shit.
Yeah, BMI metrics. That's true.
Yeah.
You're right. But
it's stupid.
But wait, so I've always been 5'8", 8.5", but I've always been stocky. Like I'm kind of square, like Rhino, the wrestler. Remember? I'm built like that.
You're like
so
you're like a fire hydrant. You're like a
yeah. So I'm always going to be like my normal weight is probably 10 pounds past what the BMI official. Normal, but this woman is like far beyond her what she should be. It's not like if I lost 40 pounds, which I probably could do in a year if I really put my head to it, I'd be fine.
Yeah.
She's thinking about years ahead of her that would take effort. And rather than make the effort to extend her life, she's going to blame everybody else
and then try to get
for
easy
being
money.
fat. Right.
Yeah.
And we're talking about her. So
I have with her. She might be a nice person. I'm just saying is her priorities are way off.
Yeah. I agree. But at least she came up with a solution to her own problem. I'll give her that. She's like, I'll just get a car and a driver. I'm like, okay.
I still think she needs to take those front buckets, those front seats out and customize that shit. Have like a fucking bar right there. Like
That's a great idea. I'd roll with that. I love it.
Put a flat screen in the front with a nice custom bar and shit.
Yeah, put a deep fryer in front of it.
Right.
Yeah. Why don't you get a deep fryer in front of the passenger seat? Why don't you fry me up some wings, bitch? Hit me up with that Hennessy. Let's go.
I'm just saying is if she's going that distance, go the whole distance. That's all I'm saying.
All right, I'll be right back, Derek, but I will be listening.
Okay, so there has been a couple days ago, there was a handful of music artists that were pulling out of the America 250 celebration. And of course, these people have to blame Trump, even though Trump said he wasn't going to be there because he didn't want to be there and everybody talk about Trump. So it's like, well, they basically created a group of people were putting this nonpartisan 250 celebration together. And of course they have to make it into political bullshit. and the Commodores had gotten out. Martina McBride, she has like 2 or 3 patriotic songs, and then she didn't have a problem with doing a performance with Obama, but yet she wants to sit there and pander. I honestly think that these people had agreed to go and do this a concert and all purposely backed out to be basically a fuck you to Trump. I honestly believe that they did that because they all did it all at the same time. And if you notice their what their social media post was, or the reason why they did it, was all the same thing. It was all the same like communication and lingo, and it was done by their publicist. And I wholeheartedly think that they did it on purpose, and you can't change my mind at all. So Vanilla Ice says, no, I'm still doing it. I'm still representing my country, and I'm still performing at the event.
Hell yeah.
On
Vanilla
performing,
Ice.
even though
Love
we've
'em.
heard that from the president, when so many other performers are deciding not to.
You see the fucking look on this girl's face of acceptance. She knew these people were going to fucking bail, because I still hear myself talking. There's like an echo.
Go ahead. You're good.
They knew that they were going to do this, because did you see any of this, the information about this, and like the public statements? They were all the same. It was like a cookie cutter fucking bullshit.
Well, it's because it was written for him, but yeah.
Yeah, the Commodores did the same thing. Martina McBride, Michaels from Poison, he lost respect. I lost respect for him. He claims that people were threatening him. Dude, come on.
This is this is one of the, I don't like a lot of the things that Trump does, but this is what I like about him. He doesn't give a fuck if
And
you
Trump
don't like
said
what
he
he's
wasn't
doing.
going to it because he didn't want him being overshadowing the event.
I wouldn't
Trump
have done
said
that.
He wasn't going.
I don't agree with that. He should have said, "Yeah, I'm going to be there. I like these bands. I want to
Well,
hear the
because
music."
he wanted to make it a nonpartisan event. And Martina McBride has like 3 or 4 patriotic songs. She didn't have a problem performing for Obama, but for God forbid she does it for Trump. Oh no!
Trump probably said that to make a point. He's like, "Okay, if you don't like me, I will not be there. Then you'll all be willing to play because you love America, right? 250th. Oh no, still not coming? Okay, well, what's the problem? Yeah, I get what he's doing. You see, art of the deal, Derek. One step ahead, everybody.
Yeah. So there's a couple artists that are still going, and they're trying to push the narrative that Trump wants to cancel it. No, he never came out and said he wanted to cancel it at all.
If he's short on artists, the prominent citizens, I could probably get him back together for one day.
Nice. Well, I thought your one guy didn't want Trump.
No, you're right. He wouldn't be there. That's all right. I'll find another guitar player.
I think there's 3 or 4 people that they can call and make it a show.
Yeah, it'll wind up being a country concert though.
One of them being a madman.
Ted Nugent?
Yes.
Oh, he would be there. He should be there.
Ted Nugent should be there. John Rich already said he would be there if he was invited.
Yeah.
Kid Rock would be there if he was invited.
Hey, it's one of those things like, hey, we're throwing a party. You can be there if you want. If you don't, don't be there.
Pissed me. Okay, so I watched Jeremy from Geeks and Gamers the other day. He did a
I'm
video
sorry.
on this.
Yeah.
And he was just like, "Oh, I'm tired of Kid Rock being like the representative. Can't they get anybody else to do this?" And it's like, do you not? Jeremy is a fucking dumbass. I'm sorry.
I agree with you.
Do you not understand that the reason that Kid Rock is able to do what he's doing is because he owns the majority of his music? He doesn't have anybody to answer to. He owns most of his songs. So he can basically tell them to go fuck themselves. Most other people do not own their songs and have to be fucking doing whatever somebody else tells them to do.
The Kid Rock isn't in the same room as Ted Nugent, Dana White, Donald Trump. They've got power, they've got money, so they're going to do what they think is right, and they really don't care.
So it's like, well, the representative. It's like, I was at the concert the other day. It was fantastic.
Yeah, people were happy. Had fun.
People were,
What's wrong with that?
Happy. Everybody was singing. Was there fights? No. Was there brawls? No. Was there random shootings? No.
Right.
I mean, come on.
The left just likes to bring misery where there's happiness. They try to ruin. This is why we can't have nice things.
Yeah.
I don't know. I can only speak for myself, and I'm proud to be an American. I was born here and raised here, and this is my country, and I don't like anybody telling me I really can't be proud of it. And this is a huge honor to play the birthday. It's once in a lifetime, 250. So I'm honored, and I just, I respect everybody else. I know there's a lot of tension everywhere. This whole world is like a snow globe, but it shouldn't be that. And music is here to bring people together, man. And
that's
you know, it shouldn't be that this music is dragged into politics. It's not fair. I don't even vote. I'm not a politician. I don't have anything I don't even have the first thing to say about how to run a country or do anything like that. I think this is a huge honor. And I'm wanting to celebrate the country I was born and raised in, man. And we didn't take.
Tell us why you're still planning on performing, even though we've heard that from the president.
But yeah.
Well, good for him. I agree with everything. Who the hell knew I'd agree with Vanilla Ice in 2026?
It's crazy, right?
But he's absolutely
Baby
right.
Came out, it's like, who the fuck is this guy? This punk. Now I'm fucking bro. I want to be bros with this guy.
Yeah, last I checked, he was being hung upside down over a balcony by Suge Knight. Now all of a sudden he's, making sense.
It's craziness how the world turns like that.
It is. It is.
Vanilla Ice is our white knight right now.
Right, Vanilla Ice. I'm on team him, and lady, but the well girl can fuck off.
That shit
In a
took
nice
a turn, right?
It kind of did.
The fucking well girl is now evil. Okay, so it's common knowledge that Howie Mandel is a germaphobe.
Mental.
He
yes.
does everything and anything he can to avoid germs, which is the fucking weirdest and creepiest shit I've ever heard or seen in my life.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
So this girl next to him is a guest on his show, and he's like, hold up, wait a minute, let me get prepared so I can shake your hand or fucking hug you or something.
I don't know. I might make an exception for her. Just saying.
Just for shaking hands.
You're lucky.
That's awesome.
Oh, what a pleasure to meet you.
What a pleasure.
It is such a pleasure to meet Sophie Ray,
through this
ladies and gentlemen.
plexiglass.
Pardon me?
Through the plexiglass.
And who is your only fan?
Howie Mandel.
I'm her only fan.
High five.
This is the weirdest shit I've fucking seen in my entire life.
I feel bad for him, actually, that he has to deal with what he thinks he has to deal with, I guess would be the way I would put it.
And what's wild to me is germophobic as he is, okay? He survived COVID fine.
Well, maybe that's because he had kitchen gloves and plexiglass in front of him the whole time. So maybe he was ahead of the curve.
What I'm saying is that was a deadly foreign disease that somehow he came out of it unscathed. Maybe because he wipes his stuff down.
Maybe it's a mental. I don't want to call it a mental illness, but it kind of is.
Has a plexiglass thing so that he can touch somebody. It's fucking weird.
I would think it was a bit like a Saturday Night Live sketch, but I know enough about him to think this is not a bit.
I would totally make it a bit. I worked on a sketch comedy show called Switchplay TV in Detroit. Okay. This was 30 years ago, 25 years ago. And I was doing some writing for him. And I was like, what can we do to kind of make fun of something? I got it. We can make a Richard Simmons doll. And I got a black guy who was 6'3" with an afro play Richard Simmons. And when he came in, he came in with the whole garb, and this shit fucking worked.
That sounds amazing.
I don't ever know what happened in the fucking skit. I wish I could find the skit, but I don't think it exists. I don't think they released it or something, because that shit was fucking great.
Well, I feel bad for old Howie, but I don't know. He's not harming anybody. He's got his own demons to deal with, and I couldn't imagine living life like that. But
it's weird because if he gets exposed to something that his body's not used to, he's going to go downhill fast.
Yeah. Doesn't he have kids?
Yeah, how did he maneuver that shit?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Oh, hold up. Wait a minute. Something ain't right.
I'm just saying is how did your dick get anywhere near to make it happen if you had to have like 3 balloons around your whole body and you had to have disinfectant and shit? Like
wrapped his wife in like
how did that
latex except for
work?
one hole. Yeah. Or had like a funnel. So they were, I don't even want to think about it.
It's weird. The whole thing is just freaking weird.
Yep.
Okay, so this right here is a Hollywood producer. He was the creator and writer for the show Entourage for HBO. One of my favorite shows of all time. I can watch the shit out of that stuff now. And he turned it into a ad for Pratt for the mayor of Los Angeles.
Mm-hmm.
But he has been talking about what he's been talking about in this clip before Pratt decided to be mayor. So it's sort of like he was talking about what he was talking about before, and then he kind of just slips in about supporting Pratt. So we'll watch it.
No sound. Nope.
Do you hear it?
No audio. I'd have to close and reopen.
All right.
Hey, LA Times gaslighters. It's weird. One of 15 cameras that I now have at this house. 2 German Shepherds, 3 legal guns. 5 years ago, didn't lock it. Yeah. You know what happened? 2 animals invaded my house. And no, I'm not racist because they were wearing masks. I don't know if they were white. I don't know if they were Jewish. I don't know if they were fucking rabbis. I know they were animals because they invaded my house. I know I don't care what their excuses are, like a lot of you fucking care. I know invaders of home should get 20 years. But I'm not paranoid, so I don't believe your bullshit about the stats and the crime because everyone in my neighborhood has got the same problem. They're fucking all putting cameras and hiring security guards because we're all getting broken into. It's not made up. It's not false. And this city has collapsed in the last 5 years. There is no fucking denying it unless you have an agenda, and I don't know what that is. But you say, oh, Spencer Pratt has no experience. So how can we possibly think about this? What experience did Karen Bass have? Or Rick Caruso, who we know can build things, who we know can fix problems, when you made sure he couldn't win. So right now, you're putting people in the same position that you did with Trump, who I did not vote for, by the way. You put him in by making sure we had no fucking options, okay? And that's where we are in LA, and we want to fix this place because we don't want to be forced out. I'm one of the people who made this city look great. I did it for years. I glorified it. I meet people.
Yeah, when he made Entourage, or when he was pitching it around LA, they were basically like, oh, we don't want you to show the back end of what happens in Hollywood. That's not going to work. It's not going to sell. And then as soon as that first season Entourage came out and was a fucking hit, everybody glommed onto it. They had so many celebrities that wanted to be part of the show. This dude is not he's more of an old school liberal, but he will tell you what he fucking thinks. I love this guy.
That was amazing. I love that he used the term animals because that's what people are, regardless of race, that break into your house, smash you. They're acting like animals. So he's right. And the safest place I ever lived was when I lived in Pennsylvania, and every house, we had 2 German Shepherds, rifles on our street. Everybody had guns, hunting guns. It was the safest street on the planet. And so it's unfortunate that you have to spend money on security systems and dogs, but it's the way it goes. So I agree with absolutely everything he says. And he should talk more.
House in Santa Barbara because he still has a house in LA because he's an LA producer, so he's still trying to make shows and stuff.
Yeah.
But he had to move to Santa Barbara because it was so freaking bad. So he completely moved out of LA County.
I spent a lot of money to live down here in Fairfax, Virginia, because it's nice. There's no, come on, whatever. It's not a race thing. There's no white people where I live at all. But it's nice. It's safe.
Yeah.
It's beautifully kept. I can see where my tax money is going, and it's worth the money. But it's a shame that you have to spend money running away. from what he calls the animals. So I get what he's saying, and I agree with what he's saying. And more people should say this.
Okay, so this next one was and we've talked about Howard Stern, and you love,
Sure.
you love old school Howard Stern.
Loved old school Howard Stern. He's a
And his
guy now.
co-host made a special announcement, and we'll play it real quick.
It gives me a chill to even say it, but this is honestly the best news ever. Go ahead.
I'm cancer-free.
What do you think of that? 14 years ago, when Robin was diagnosed, she took charge of her health. She started to do all the right things. She never deviated. And I'm telling you, Robin, on behalf of this show and, of course, to me, you're the most important, and I love you, and I am so happy for you, and I don't even know what you must be feeling inside.
I feel like a brand new person.
When you read the piece of paper that said cancer-free.
She looks freaking great, honestly. She's got to be in her 70s, right?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Howard Stern looks like shit, but she looks great.
Yeah.
You probably were like checking it 9 times to make sure you were reading it right.
I was like a person who's won the lottery and can't believe their eyes when they're seeing all the numbers. Is this what I think it says?
Unbelievable.
It's still crazy he's on Sirius XM and nobody listens to his show anymore.
No, but I got
person.
I got to admit, I'm very happy for her, because fuck cancer to begin with. And I first ran into Howard Stern. It was just him, Robin, and Fred in DC. They weren't nationwide. They were a Washington DC show.
Okay.
So I've been there, and I listened to him every single one.
His movie Private Parts. It was during that time, right?
Yeah. So I've been, listen to him for decades on the way to work.
I just think it's retarded and stupid that he basically doesn't talk about his old show when that's what put him on the map. Now everything is just about the Democratic Party and hanging out with his celebrity friends. And it's just, I don't know if you've ever listened to it now, because I've caught bits and pieces of it.
I have.
It's not the same show. And it's like, Howard is not Howard anymore.
He's talking a lot nowadays about dinner parties with Jennifer Aniston and Jimmy Kimmel. He's everything he wasn't.
Yeah, everything he was against back in the day. He's
a complete. Well, he either was a phony then or he's a phony now. I'm not sure which, but at least he was entertaining them.
Yeah,
then, and he's
now.
not.
In my opinion, he's pathetic
anymore. But that said, he's ride or die with Robin Quivers, and I appreciate that.
If he wasn't married to his wife, he'd probably try to be married to Robin, because he has been with Robin forever.
His first wife was hotter than his current wife. I'll say that much.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, sometimes it's one of those things. It's like a second wife. It's a sister. You know what I mean? They've been together for so long.
Yeah, you're right. Well, I'm happy for Robin Quivers. That's good news.
Yeah.
And good. I'm happy. That's a nice story. I like how Howard's recently been LARPing as a guitar player, though. That's interesting.
Oh, did we play the story where he was talking about learning guitar and how he was terrible? But then everybody's just like, "Oh, you're the greatest. Oh, it sounds great."
They're kissing up to him because he's he signs the checks.
Okay,
is this Mick Foley?
It is Mick Foley.
Well, he's something.
So Mick Foley decided not to re-sign his Legends contract for WWE because he said that he can't, because Linda McMahon is part of the Trump administration, and Triple H had went to the White House because they're trying to do like this fitness thing for kids in schools.
Isn't that a good thing? But okay,
that's
yeah, gotcha.
Yeah. And he can't follow it because Donald Trump is a Nazi and the whole thing. Number one, like who is Mick Foley trying to pander to? He literally used his body as a human pincushion for money and for fame.
He is popular.
And some of his matches are some of the greatest matches of all time. I'm not shitting on that.
Oh, yeah.
But it's like, who the fuck are you to tell a regular person how to live or what to think when you literally use your body as a pincushion?
He's popular because he fell off a tall cage, which was actually kind of awesome. But yeah. The Hell in a Cell. and for getting sliced up in front of his kids, which was probably not a great idea. And I heard that he's in AEW now. Which
so
is
yeah, he signed
the Fed that I kind of like.
I don't know if it's like an icon contract or if it's
Probably.
a limited thing for AEW. Okay.
Yeah.
Newsflash. The Khan family gave money to the Trump organization. I mean,
you know why? Because Shad Khan started
he's
out
uninformed idiot.
He is, but and I'm not a fan of Ariel Helwani either, for the record, but
yeah.
Let's see what he has to say. Mick Foley. Who cares what he
Back
thinks?
in December, you did announce that you were not going to re-sign with WWE as far as your Legends deal is concerned, and you wanted to kind of sever ties and take a break, given their association, and correct me if I'm getting this wrong, with the current president. And so can I ask you about that decision? What led you to making that decision and announcing it?
Okay, here's the thing. Back in the day, when Vince McMahon was basically shoved into Congress when they were investigating the allegations that he was giving wrestlers steroids.
Mm-hmm.
It came back that he was not, but some of the wrestlers, including Hulk Hogan, were taking performance-enhancing steroids.
Brother.
Okay, there was a big shutdown, and Hulk Hogan left the company briefly because of that issue. Okay. So during that time, the WWF at the time, now WWE, was sort of like taboo because people didn't want to be associated with the WWE because of all the allegations that were happening. Okay. Who was the first person to open their event locations to the WWF at the time? Oh, would that have been Donald Trump? So early WrestleManias and early WWE had Donald Trump a little bit to do with it.
Sure. And you know what? I appreciate you when people do you favors like that, you remember that.
Correct.
And you pay them
for
back.
This guy to sit there and talk about Trump and all this shit, he would not have a fucking job or have any of the highlights that he had as a wrestler if it wasn't for somebody like Donald Trump, the businessman, to provide a stadium or an event hall for them to do their job.
And I would add, and we both love this man, Hulk Hogan.
Correct.
Everybody owes a little debt to Hulk Hogan.
Yes, they do.
And they should.
And they can sit there and call him a racist all they want, which is bullshit.
He didn't say anything wrong. He's not a racist.
So for this guy to sit there and talk shit about this when Donald Trump giving event space to the WWE or the WWF back in the day happened way before this guy was part of the WWF. Way before that happened. So fuck this guy. This guy is a LARPer. And he just wants attention. So hating Trump is how you get attention.
Yeah, I'm interested to see what his thoughts on Trump are.
To the world, because it was massive news when you did.
Well, everyone has to make the decision that feels right to them. And I sometimes describe someone's big break as being more like a series of little breaks, like a ball peen hammer on a windshield. You don't know which tap actually causes the crack, but without a multitude of them, that windshield's not cracking at all. So for me, it was the comments about Rob Reiner, just heartless.
What?
Unbelievably cruel comments coming from.
The fact that Rob Reiner attacked Trump on a daily basis. And then Trump basically says, well, I don't really feel sorry for you because your own kid is the one that murdered you. So obviously you were a shitty parent.
Okay.
Just saying.
I remember we talked about that. And I was like, well, I agree. I hear Trump. I agree with him, but I'm not one to speak ill of the dead that quickly. I think he could have handled that a little better, but at least he was up front. He's like, fuck that guy.
We've talked about this. I'm a Christian. I'm a bleeding heart. Sometimes I get weepy about shit.
Sure.
But when you're blatantly fucking lying, like he's doing right now, that fires me up every time. Okay. Every time.
That's fair.
The most powerful man in the world finding joy in how somebody died. I don't want to paraphrase, but
I'm just saying, his own son killed him, so obviously you didn't do a bang up enough job to raise him.
That's right. And
is
plus,
that a
if
fair
somebody
statement to make?
Kinda. But I won't go into what. But if somebody is fucking with you nonstop, are you supposed to be happy if they're not around anymore?
I don't
Oh
think
gosh,
so.
I guess this guy was still around to fuck with me nonstop.
Yeah.
I mean, what are you supposed to do? Sorry for his
He's
family.
picking and
It's a
choosing
shame.
what he's like butthurt about. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Belittling the man who just died, somehow tying it into his own death, into Reiner's dislike of Donald Trump, and for me, that was the ball peen hammer tap that broke the window.
If you have a disdain for somebody, okay, and you have little kids, are you going to tell me that the little kids aren't going to listen to what you're saying and kind of take the ball and run with your attitude or with your words or with whatever it is?
I guarantee you're correct. Like I said, I have 4 kids, and I see me in them every time I talk to them. I'm
and
like,
you have
oh,
to watch what you're talking about when you're talking
Yes,
to a
you do.
little kid who's gonna ape and say everything that you're saying.
I agree. You have to be careful. You're right. You're absolutely right.
So why is Mick Foley acting like this when he had children of his own?
Because he's a 13-year-old girl.
I think so. I mean, the haircut's got a 13-year-old girl haircut.
Shield. And I just think WWE had a very cozy relationship where there was definitely the
which you benefited from, you hypocrite.
illusion of a relationship there, of the perception, rather. I think when 5 different people
Perception, you benefited from what happened before you started and signed on the dotted line for WWE. You benefited from that. And of course, he's not going to say that because assholes don't admit the truth.
Yeah, it's frustrating.
People are posing in the Oval Office, and they've all received Stone Cold Stunners. That's a little cozy. And Ariel, I felt like even though I wasn't technically employed by the company, but because I had a Legends deal and because my name's been associated with WWE for over 30 years, that I was complicit in my silence.
Yeah,
and
so you
I did
returned the
speak
checks
up.
and the money, I'm
I
sure.
reached out to the head of talent relations,
He's like,
who
no,
I
I don't want
consider
to
a
take $1 million
friend, who I
for
still
this.
write
No.
handwritten letters from Santa to every year, send the videos out. I don't brag about much, Ariel, but they are the best Santa videos in the business. And I can prove that if you ever want to have me on with showcase a couple of these videos. I take a lot of pride in them. And so basically, I give up the Legends deal. It runs out at the end of this month. I realized that by giving up 2 really easy, very high-paying jobs at WrestleMania week for WWE, that I had to work 24 hours on my own to make what I could have been 6, and I'm okay with that. So I'm good with my decision. Everyone, I think, has to make a decision that's right for them. And in my case, I just didn't want to be in a position where my grandchildren are asking what their grandfather was doing when things were really, tough. And
Hit pause real quick, please. This reminds me of Martin Scorsese earlier. Your grandkids aren't going to think about this. They're not going to think about, oh my God, why did my dad work for Trump? Your legacy is your kids and your grandkids, not you.
Yeah.
Nobody cares. Nobody's going to remember you. In 40
We know him because we're wrestling nerds.
Of
That's why we
course.
know him.
I'm a huge nerd. Yeah, sure. I love Mick Foley. Great matches, but
He's speaking nonsense fucking right now.
His level of self-importance is disturbing.
Yeah.
You're not
I
that
want my
important, dude.
children to be able to say, this is what Grandpa did. So I made the move that I felt was right for me. I love that company. I'm not going to disparage them. But
you just
it
did.
doesn't seem like a good fit. Didn't seem like a fit that would allow me to look at myself in the mirror before I went to bed.
When you make that call and tell them that you'd like to do this and you feel this way, do they try to convince you to change your mind? Do they have a conversation, or is it just like, okay, thanks for the call and we'll talk down the line?
Well, the first one was I respect your stance, and I'll tell the people that I'll tell the people in charge. And then I did receive a call from someone really high up. I don't know if he wants me to mention his name, but he was saying,
say his
Paul
name.
is just on the physical fitness like the physical fitness, not the bureau, but their whatever the name, the physical fitness group they have is. And he said, and Linda hasn't worked in WWE in X amount of years. And I said, well, theoretically that's the case, but I could have sworn I saw Paul behind the president's shoulder when he was making foreign policy, which I think is true. And it's like whether Linda's been working for the company or not, her last name is McMahon and she's associated with the company. And then I said, come on, 5 people in that Oval Office took the stunner. And so he appreciated it. He did say he respected it. I didn't close the door forever. I said in my announcement, as long as this man's in office, I think more and more people are realizing that some of the things he's doing are just cruelty for the sake of cruelty and enriching himself.
Can you give me specifics?
Polls,
No,
I'm not here to talk politics. Let's skip this after.
Well,
here,
you
but
are.
It is the reason I left WWE. I just want to tell people who are listening that it's never too late to do the right thing. The best time.
And go to AEW, where the family that owns AEW gave to Trump administration. So
you know why? Because that
hypocrite.
family
Somebody's a
is
hypocrite.
They're a successful family, and successful people like to hang out with other successful people.
Yeah, that company owns AEW. They own the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Yep,
and they own a soccer team.
Yeah,
They're
and the business that
billionaires.
the dad has too. Shad Khan, his auto parts business that he built up from the ground floor. So this guy, pulled himself by his bootstraps. This Khan guy, and built this empire. And you jumped off cages and got sliced up in front of your daughters.
And what happened when AEW first started? Their first year, they were at the a place that the Khan family owns. Doing the shows.
Yeah, in Jacksonville.
And where
right?
was that at? Florida.
Florida.
Why
yeah.
is that? Because during that time it was COVID and they were trying to run a business. And Florida let them basically wrestle without having restrictions because of fucking COVID. Again,
That was
he doesn't look at this shit. And who's in Florida? A Republican governor and Trump. He benefits for all of this shit that he talks about.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't get these. I just don't get these people. I don't understand it.
I love that. I'm going to cry and whine, but yet I don't have a problem benefiting on everything.
Well, what you could
hate
ask,
people like that.
what I would ask him, were I an actual interviewer, which Ariel Helwani is not, is I would say, what specifically don't you like about Trump's policies?
And he's going to come up with something about like, well, I don't like the war, or I don't like this, or I don't.
Well, I agree with that. I'm with him on that one.
I was trying to find something real quick and see if it was.
I can't lie. I did love some Dude Love. It was good character. Mankind was awesome.
I didn't like when he went back and forth. Mankind, I was fine with.
Oh,
but it was
really?
like going back and forth. I don't know.
I like that. I thought that was interesting.
It was confusing because when he started doing that, like one character was a baby face and another character was a heel, and it's like no, it's confusing. It's
all right. Got to keep it simple, stupid, as people say.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of
this
wrestler,
is the Undertaker's comments on the situation.
Professor Jason X here, and today we're diving into the Undertaker's recent comments about his relationships with Batista and Mick Foley. It's an interesting look at how real-life friendships and differences play out among WWE legends, so let's break it all down. First up, the dead man recently addressed his friendship with Batista, and despite their political differences, most notably Batista's public criticisms of Donald Trump, who Undertaker has supported, they remain close friends. Undertaker emphasized that personal relationships can transcend politics, describing Batista as a stand-up guy and noting...
It seems like he's going to comment over it. Give me 1 second. I had it yesterday and I don't see it. Undertaker basically says that he's still friends with them, and then he's like, and we don't agree on politics, and that's about it. When the Undertaker, like, if Mick Foley doesn't want to listen to Julio and Derek on Frames of Rhythm, are you going to listen to the fucking Undertaker?
I would.
You know what I mean? It's like, come on, dude. Like, if it wasn't for the Undertaker throwing you off of that cage onto a table, nobody would know who the fuck you are.
You are 100% correct on that. That's what people will remember of you. You got chucked off of a cage, which was actually awesome. But
it was awesome, but it was one of those things where it's just like, that's what you're known for, is just getting your ass beat.
Yep. And Mr. Sacco.
Yeah, which I wasn't a huge fan of Mr.
That's kind of dumb. Yeah.
All right. So you ready for our record of the week?
I don't know if I'm ready for that, but yeah, I'm ready for it. Sure, let's go.
All right. Okay, let me pull it up real quick. Give me 1 second.
Put on my old man glasses.
The old man glasses. Okay. So if you want to talk to about this a little bit, this is your selection. So
this is my favorite album of all time that is not a Beatles album. This is Stevie Wonder, Songs in the Key of Life. It is a double album. And not only is it a double album, but it's a double album that came with a 7-inch additional EP back in the day. So when you would open up the album, there was an other album inside, which I always thought was awesome. This album means a lot to me because I'm a guitar player, and there's not a lot of guitar in this, so it wasn't really as a musician, but it was more of an appreciator of music, like listening to melodies and chords and songs. I must have listened to this album 100, 200 times, to the point where when I suggested it, I really didn't need to listen to it again because it's all here. I could listen to this album front to back in my head without needing to hear it, which I love about it. Now, I know, Derek, you said you only listened to half of it. It's a bit much to get through because it is a double album. Plus, 7 or 8 of the songs are over 6 minutes long.
Yeah,
which I know isn't your, which I know is not your jam, Derek. But you know it is my jam.
Minutes, really.
Because one of my favorite albums is Yes's Tales from Topographic Oceans, which is a double album, Derek, with a total of 4 songs on it, 1 for each side. Jesus. That's my jam. I love that stuff. So I'm not going to go song by song here, but I will say there are a couple of great songs that you mentioned earlier that you really liked. The big hits off of this were Sir Duke.
Yeah.
Which I think you said you liked. It has one of the sickest bass lines of all time on it.
Oh, yeah.
Great song. I Wish was another huge hit that was just crazy. But you had mentioned when you said you got through half of it and you thought all the songs sounded the same, which to me was insane.
Yeah, I thought that they were, because Stevie Wonder loves using harmonicas, piano. I heard some drum in there. I heard I'm trying to think what else I heard. But when I listened to the first 5 songs, they all sounded kind of similar.
Wow. See, that to me is good. I appreciate your and respect your opinion, but to me that's insane. One of the things I like the most about this album is a lot of the songs sound like different to me. Like Love's in Need of Love Today is a very bold opener. It's a long song, but it's chill and it gets you right into the mood. And it's such a beautiful melody. Like Derek, you know I love Stevie Wonder. He's like Mount Rushmore for me.
I love Stevie Wonder too, but Stevie Wonder has thousands and thousands of songs. I don't like every Stevie Wonder song ever made.
But if you listen, like Love's in Need of Love Today is just a beautiful song with a great message. Then you go Sir Duke, which is completely not like that. There's a song on the first side of the first disc called Contusion, which is an instrumental, which is my favorite song on the album, which is just this crazy jazz fusion, prog rock bit. And then you get Pastime Paradise, which you know Coolio ripped off.
Yeah.
For Gangsta's Paradise. That's big. When you get to the second album, he writes a 6.5 minute long song about his daughter called Isn't She Lovely? Which is just
Isn't she lovely?
Beautiful song. He has a song at the end of the first side of the second album called Black Man, which is basically what he's saying is kind of the world's made for everybody, regardless of skin color. And he talks about how, a black man invented open heart surgery, a white man invented this, a yellow man invented this. And it's very inclusive in a good way, like in a positive way. To me, it's one great song after the other. And without listening to it, it's hard to explain it, how I feel about it. But I think this was the last of his great run. He had 5 albums in a row that were all killer, no filler to me. It was Music of My Mind, Talking Book, Inner Visions, Fulfilling This First Finale, and Songs in the Key of Life. And it's songs like Superstition, Sir Duke on this album, just amazing songs. The one thing that I will say about this album, I agree with you, Derek, is some of the songs go on a little too long. And it's not because they're long, it's because they don't do anything after 4 minutes.
Yeah.
And then he just keeps playing the same thing for 2 more minutes.
Yeah.
So maybe could have cut some of those songs
Cut 'em out a little bit
down. Now, here's a little trivia for you. It was the second biggest selling album of 1977. What was the first?
A Star Wars soundtrack? I don't know.
It was Fleetwood Mac Rumors.
Oh, was it
we
really?
covered.
77?
Yeah.
Okay.
So to me, the fact that those 2 albums came out in the same year is just the bananas to me, that all this greatness happened, in one year. I don't know what else to say about it without being able to listen to it. Even the little extra EP that you got when you bought the album, which had 4 more songs on it, there's a song on the EP called All Day Sucker, which is the funkiest song you will ever hear. It's so good. And people don't know about it because it was a throwaway extra with the disc. But it's just a sick riff.
Playlist, yeah.
So, but again, without listening to the music, there's not much more I can say about it. It's to me, it's the take away the Beatles. It's to me the best album ever.
Wow, ever?
Yeah, the best non-Beatles album of all time.
Wow, those are some big shoes to fill.
Well, I mean, like I said, I could play it in my head. I've listened to it so much. I grew up with it, and I think he's a genius. And I was fortunate enough to see him play the whole thing live.
You saw him play this album all through the whole thing?
Mm-hmm. He did it was in 2015, the Songs in the Key of Life tour. And he played, and I knew I had to be there because this is my childhood, this album. It means so much to me. And I went there and it was bananas. It was so good. It's funny, Derek, a little quick story. So my girl and I are texting today, and my girl is a teacher, and she was attending a graduation for the high school she teaches at. And meanwhile, I was listening to this album, bits and pieces, today to get refamiliarize myself in little points. So I was listening to Sir Duke, and 15 minutes later, she sent me a video from her graduation where the high school kids were playing Sir Duke live on the stage with their band. And to think that this album is 50 years old and kids are still playing these songs says something to me.
Yeah.
So I don't know. That's all I have to say about it. It's hard to talk about music without music. But I know, Derek, express your thoughts. I know you have kind of not opposite, but other thoughts. You couldn't get through the whole thing.
I couldn't get through the whole thing. I agree with you. The songs were long. I could definitely listen to this song in the background if I just put the album on and just had it in the background and just listen to good music. I just thought that some of the songs sounded exactly the same.
All right. Well, we'll
like the first 4 songs.
You think Village Ghetto Land sounded the same as Contusion?
And then Sir Duke, I know Sir Duke. Sir Duke is a freaking amazing song.
Oh, that's I Wish. Sorry.
Yeah. No, Sir Duke is the you can do it all over.
Yeah.
Yeah. Great song.
All right. Well, there's a quick, I don't know, it's hard to do these album reviews without being able to hear music. I can't sing, so I can't sing them to you, but I would say anybody who's listening, take about 100 minutes of your life and listen to it, and you will hear something that you like, I think.
I mean, it's hard to make an album that doesn't sound all the same. Like, I mean, in the history of albums and every album has songs that kind of sound the same.
That's fair.
So it's
That's one of the reasons my favorite album of all time is the Beatles' White Album, which is another double album, and those songs are so far away from each other. It's insane the different style of music that the Beatles put on one release to me. And like I said, I disagree with you. I think there's a lot of different stuff on here. It's keyboard heavy because Stevie's a keyboard player.
Yeah.
But I think he touches on jazz fusion, funk, some R&B, some beautiful acoustic parts. So, but that's just me. Might be nostalgia talking because I grew up with the album.
Yeah, I love the hits, but like I said, it's a long album, so you got to have a lot of time to listen to it. And like I said, I love Stevie Wonder, but I love Stevie Wonder hits. So
yeah, see, you need like a playlist. But you're not a music nerd like me, so you just want to hear the hits. Don't bore us. Get to the chorus. I hear you.
I mean, Rumors, every one of those songs is a hit.
Well, that's true, and none of them are 7 minutes long, which I know isn't your jam. But
yeah, I don't like when you're getting past 4 minutes, it's too long because it's like, what else do you have to say after 4 minutes?
Well,
and it
we
just seems
disagree
like
on that.
there's a lot of repetition. Once you're getting past 4 minutes, there's a lot of repetition. And it's
See,
just
I
like,
heard that is
okay.
he wasn't done yet, which I like. He's like, yeah, I'm going to keep going because I'm jamming. So I dig that about him. And I feel lucky that I got to see him play it all the way through live.
Okay, so out of 10, what's your score?
10.
I'm giving it like a 7.
Well, you listen to half of it.
6. The song, the half of the songs that I listened to, loved the hits. The other stuff was it didn't do it for me. It didn't get me up on the thing going, yeah, boy, come on, man.
Well,
it didn't hit.
All right, there's no account.
And that doesn't mean I don't love Stevie Wonder. I just, as a total of the album, it didn't hit for me.
That's fair. All right, we will agree to disagree. Like we disagreed on the Carole King album a little bit. Sort of.
Which I
Actually, we
still don't
really didn't that
understand.
much.
I mean,
Well,
Carole
no, we
King
actually
album
thought
was another banger.
Which one?
I said the Carole King album is a banger. I don't understand why we disagreed on that one.
Well, I think we thought the last 4. Well, I don't know. At least I did. I thought
Yeah, I was like the last couple
the
songs
last
were
half
kinda
of it was
okay,
kind
but
of
yeah.
drifted off. But you
Well,
said
gave it
next.
like a 6, didn't you?
Yeah, because I thought the second side stunk, except for one song.
I mean, it gets. I mean, that album gets extra bonus points because it gave other people hits.
True. Here's a little trivia about this album. Elton John, when he travels, he always has a copy of this album with him. He said he never leaves for a tour without this album to listen to. I don't know what that means.
For nerds. I mean, it has to be for geeky musicians. It has
But
to
Derek,
be,
I am a
because I just
geeky
don't see
musician.
I don't
so
see it.
you're going to get the geeky musician side from me. We agreed on Fleetwood Mac on lockstep on that one. It's all great. And I'll bet we'll agree on the album that you've chosen for next week.
Yeah, and the album that I chose for next week is "License to Ill" by the Beastie Boys.
Yeah, I'll listen to half of it. Actually, it wouldn't matter. I can listen to that one in my head without listening to it anyway, because I listen to that a million times too.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, that's our album of the week. I'm giving it a 6, and you're giving it a 10 plus.
Yeah, I mean, other than the Beatles, I think it's the best album.
I mean, that's
Well, you're looking at me like you don't believe me. I'm very passionate about this album. I could sing the whole thing through for 100 minutes.
I'm just saying, as there's a Beatles song and there's 50 Beatles songs, as soon as they turn on, you're immediately like, I know this, I know this, I know this.
Mm-hmm. It would
Stevie
be the
Wonder
same.
has so many songs that a lot of people have never heard of, or They don't know the name of it. If you didn't know that Sir Duke was the name of that song, I've heard that song a billion times, but I didn't know that the name was Sir Duke.
Well, that's why you're frames and I'm rhythm, Derek. I know music. That's my bit.
I understand that, but you're
He had
10 out of
5.
10.
This guy had 5 albums in a row that were all great, and I could sing them literally front to back, all 5 albums, because I spent so much time with them, and I like them so much. And I'm in the majority here, Derek, just letting you know. This is on everybody's top 10 of all time list. I'm just saying.
I mean, it did come out the year I was born, so I had nothing to do with this one. This one.
We can't blame you for this travesty.
I just don't hold it in the regard that you hold it for. Not even close.
Okay. Well, we don't have to agree on everything.
Yeah.
It's fine.
All right. So, yeah, that's our musician of the week.
We both agree that Lady Jessica was in the wrong, so that let's leave on.
Yeah, Lady Jessica
that
wasn't
note.
wrong. For sure. Yeah. All right. You were just very fond of that album, and I just don't have the fondness for it. I wish I did, but I don't.
It's all right.
I have
got
a
fondness,
fondness,
like you like
fondness for a couple of the songs, but yeah.
But that's the whole thing. Like you, well, I don't want to say made me, but I had to listen to Ronnie and the Ronettes, the whole album, and I'm like,
What are you talking about? That's a top, probably what, top 200 albums of all time.
We are arguing about something subjective, which is pointless.
I understand that, but you're saying that I forced you to listen to an iconic album that started a lot of careers.
I actually liked it. I thought I was pretty positive about that album, wasn't
I? I think you gave it like a 6.
7.
7?
Yeah, 7.
It's just weird. It's not weird.
You can say
it
whatever.
It blows my mind that this is a 10, but something like Rumors is not a 10. What?
Well, okay, I'll go the other way. It's weird that you would say this album, all the songs sound the same, but you would hold Ronnie and the Ronettes when all the songs sound exactly the same.
Sound similar. They do.
Listen to Ronnie and the Ronettes. All that shit sounds the same. It's Phil Spectorized. Every song sounds exactly the same.
And I've said that. You can watch the video, and I said that.
Mm-hmm. Well, the difference is you like those songs. I like them, and you didn't like these songs, which I do. No biggie.
I just don't have the fondness for them. That's the thing, is I don't have the fondness that you have for them.
Mm-hmm.
There's a couple songs that I love, but other than that, it's just like, okay, they're okay.
All right. As long as you're not saying that wasn't a worthy album to do on the show, because it's one of the top 10 albums of all time, according to everybody.
I didn't say that.
Diamond
don't
fucking
read into
platinum.
what I'm thinking, because I did not think that. I'm just saying that I don't have the fondness. I didn't even listen to this album when I was a little kid.
Mm-hmm.
And I listened to a lot of shit when I was a little kid. And this album didn't even come up.
Well, we don't have to worry about that next week, because I think we're both going to be in lockstep on next week's album.
Stevie Wonder is a Motown guy. We rock
That's what I figured.
On a Motown. And I'm saying is this album didn't even make the cut back when I was a little kid.
All right.
But I do love Sir Duke. Yeah.
So next week is Beastie Boys.
Lovely. That's also a banger as well.
That's a nice song. A little long, honestly, but yeah.
It is a little long, but I still love it.
It's about his baby daughter. What the fuck?
Yeah.
What's not to like? Good for him.
And I heard it live, and it was amazing. Sir Duke was amazing live too.
I agree.
I'd see him at Hollywood Bowl when I was in LA, but he played all the hits. He didn't pick a specific album to do. He just rolled through all of his hits, and it was just like, this is great.
Now, a little story. I might have told this before. So in 2018, I don't remember what the year was, 16, whatever. My wife at the time knows I love Prince. And Prince was coming. He was doing a club tour. He was playing small venues. So she got in line online to get tickets. And she was like, just didn't get there early enough and couldn't get the tickets. So the show went on. It was in DC. And it turns out that Stevie Wonder hopped up on stage with fucking Prince for that show. And I wish I would have seen that. They're playing Superstition together, Purple Rain together. That would have been amazing.
Well, you realize that Stevie Wonder was okay. So Stevie Wonder started as little Stevie Wonder when he was like a little kid
like
playing
13.
harmonica.
Mm-hmm. His first hit was
the Funk
Fingertips.
Brothers are the ones that taught him how to play the piano. That's some great teachers. When the Funk Brothers teach you how to play piano, and they said that they taught him how to play piano, and then Stevie just took off. You know what I mean? But they gave him kind of like the beginning skills of it.
He took the ball and ran with it for sure, because he's a master musician. The album that we just talked about, I looked up some stats that I didn't know. There were 130 musicians on that album. And
there's a lot of noise coming from that album.
Do you know how many producers were on the album?
How many?
One. And it was Steve.
Really?
And we talked before about, if you look at a Sabrina Carpenter song nowadays, it's got 1,500 producers and 10,000 writers.
Which is crazy, because they're all producers in name. There's not one. It's stupid, ridiculous.
Yep. All right. Well, let's wrap it up. We've been going for almost it's a long one tonight.
Yeah.
I blame Eminem's wife.
Yeah,
and a tramp stamp.
That bitch. Yeah. So that's it. We got nothing else.
All right. I will see you next Tuesday at 7, right?
Yes. Next Tuesday at 7 o'clock.
All right. Enjoy the ball game tomorrow. Send me a picture if you take one.
I will.
Be nice.
It'd be great.
All right, dude. I'll see you.
Hopefully they win.
I'll be rooting for them.
They're sucking right now.
My Baltimore needs your help. So help them out there.
All right. Bye, everybody.
All right. Later.